we're back. This is Rolls Revamped. This is definitely the first time we've recorded this intro.
First time. Nailed it.
Got it in one.
It.
This is Rolls Revamped. We're a TTRPG actual play show where we like to take different mechanics and different bits and bobs from different games and combine them into something weird and wonderful. We're back from our summer vacation because if you hadn't noticed, we're mostly vampires and can't go outside in the sunlight.
It was too rough. Rough summer.
Rough. It's a rough time, you know, but we're getting into fall, so it's getting better.
It's our season. It's our time.
Yeah.
It's our time. It's our moment.
We've come out of the ground.
When we're
like the
recording this,
cicadas.
it is October 1st, start of the spooky season.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep,
Not to
and
date
3
this
days
episode
after
or
a full
anything.
moon.
Not to date.
It
This
is just a
episode
couple
isn't going
days
to come
after
out for a while.
Oh, well, you know.
It may still be October, maybe, when this comes out.
Let's hope.
better
Also,
Let's
is
hope.
it still April in game too?
I think so. I think so.
No, I have journal entries for this.
Yeah.
Let me go look at the dates.
It's sometime in like
I think
late
it said
spring,
April.
I think.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I lost my
We are
Okay.
professionals.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
we're good.
We're absolutely not professionals.
Listen,
We're all here.
we're getting back in practice.
We are professionals. Now to our sponsors.
Yes. Yeah, this is Rolls Revamped. We already went over that. We play games, and speaking of games, we have sponsors for those games, and our sponsors are Dice Forge. We've got it's Hero Forge. Dice Legion.
It should be
Dice Legion.
Listen, we combine games and also sponsors.
At Dice Forge and Hero Legion.
And Hero Legion and well, Humble Bundle's just gonna have to be Humble Bundle until we get a fourth sponsor.
Humble.
It's a bundle of them.
Bundle is our sponsor. I believe last time I talked about Humble Bundle, so I'm gonna talk a little bit about Dice Legion today. We do have holidays coming up soon, and guess what's a great stocking stuffer? Every person you know wants dice. They do. They don't. It doesn't matter how much they have. It doesn't matter even if they play that many D&D games. Just buy them dice anyway. They want them. So
I want dice.
yes, everybody wants dice, and Dice Legion has dice. I'm telling you. And they do have lots of high quality items. They have like stone dice and metal dice, so you can get real fancy if you want. If you want to get something for more of a centerpiece gift, or if you just want stocking stuffers, they've got lots of fun ones that have. I think I really wanted to get these skull and moss ones that are cute. And pretty decently priced, so I might get myself those. But yeah, so we have links in our description where you can not only get yourself a little bit of a discount on your purchase, but it also goes towards supporting our show. So go ahead and check that out. I think it is just like Dice Legion / Rolls Revamped or something too. But we will for sure have links in the description. So go ahead and check that out.
Yeah.
But also don't forget about that Humble Bundle if you are looking for games for the holidays, and also Hero Forge. Yes, I would really want to craft some minis for some friends actually and get them painted. So go ahead and check that out too, and get those orders in early. If you want to paint them. Holidays come quick.
Black Friday is either coming up or has recently passed. So that is that to consider.
Think about that.
Don't let your packages get lost in the mail and have Christmas ruined. Are you going to be the Grinch? Find out now.
Is it Grinch times? Is it Halloween times? We don't know. For us, it's Halloween times. It is October 1st. So.
It's the nightmare before
Honestly-
the nightmare many months before Christmas.
Exactly. We'll make Christmas.
Good,
This is
good.
Halloween.
Yes. Well, today we're back playing Sanguine Society. So we're back in our present day timeline, so we can jump into that. But first, I didn't plan an icebreaker today. I don't know if Lee had an icebreaker.
Goodness. Okay. Well, I just did a OC chart, so I have that on brain.
Ooh.
I guess
I could Google icebreakers real quick.
we could do.
I mean, there's like a pick. Sometimes there's like the grinder. I don't know.
No.
I don't think
There's,
we
like,
should go on Grindr on stream.
Okay, what do you think is an animal that best represents your character?
Have we done this already?
Do we?
I
We
think
might
we
not
did this
have.
about us
Different show.
personally, not for the show.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay, I guess I can go first. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
I am Lee Baldwin. I use he and they pronouns, and I'm going to be playing Vlad Dracula. He uses he, him pronouns. And I think that an animal that represents Vlad well is a cat, but like an old, like, scruffy tomcat that's like on the street and is definitely on like its ninth life. Like it's just barely hanging in there. There's missing parts of its ear, and you know it's been rough on this cat. You only like certain people. I think that is.
So like Puss in
Literally-
Boots, but if you weren't like
It's Rufus from
What?
Reanimator after the serum.
Literally just grumpy cat.
No.
R.I.P.
But yeah, I think that would be it. It's a grumpy old cat. And I will go ahead and pass this on to Remick.
Me! Hello, I'm Remick, or Rem of the Realm on most social media. I use she, her pronouns, and today I'll be playing Aurelio, who uses he, him pronouns and is a messy vintage vampire. I think that usually, I feel like I actually maybe answer this for most of my characters, and I don't know why, but an answer, or an animal that would represent Aurelio would be some sort of like a pine marten or a stoat, like something in that weasel sort of family with like,
A mustelid.
yeah. I just like them. I just think they're neat. And I will pass it to Haley.
So, I'm Haley. My pronouns are she, her. And I am playing Sorsha, your cringe fail vampire queen. Her pronouns are also she, her. Yeah, my first instinct is like a lioness or something, like she can be very fierce and like very protective. And also though, she can like snuggles. And have you ever heard a lion purr? It's so fucking cute. Yeah. So
Oh, she seems like a cougar at that age.
How dare you?
How dare you? She is forever 25. Leave her alone. Yeah, I will toss to Rowan.
Hello, I am Rowan. I use they them pronouns, and I will be playing Win, who uses he they pronouns, and definitely nothing weird going on with this kid, just a normal human.
Normal mortals here.
Just a normal
Yep.
guy. Just a little guy.
And if they were an
One little
animal,
guy.
definitely just like a huge doe-eyed baby deer, like in headlights, 100%.
Oh no.
Just
Love that.
barely knows what's going on, kind of gangly and like not super steady on his feet.
Oh no!
Just
Oh god.
is that you're a sweet boy.
That's so
Yes.
sweet.
Alright, and I will throw to B.
hello, I'm B. Currently Talia. Currently she, her pronouns, but that may change. I'm gonna mispronounce this, but she would be the Teratopsis dorni, the immortal jellyfish,
What?
for obvious reasons of past
Okay,
lives.
okay,
But
yeah.
I remembered basically the thing about this is, so if this jellyfish, how it's immortal is if it gets damaged, pieces of it will break off and then just regenerate. So that's basically what Talia is like, right? Yeah, you'll find out next time on.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, Talia's the immortal jellyfish. I thought also initially butterfly, but that's a little bit too reincarnatey. So, you know. Also, jellyfish are really tasty if you have them marinated in a nice, like, little, like, light kind of, like, broth, and it has a really good chewy texture. So, like,
Are you saying that Talia is also delicious if nicely marinated?
I was going for the chef aspect that, like, you could cook jellyfish, but also, yes,
Let her cook. Just let her cook.
you are what you eat? Question mark. Maybe I went too much with this, but I stand by my answer. She is an immortal jellyfish.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I think passing it to
yes.
Mary Elise, yes?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mary Elise. I use they, them pronouns. I will be playing Key, who uses she, her pronouns, who is a werewolf. And I'm trying not to be real obvious with what animal. Because as much as I'm like, Mexican gray wolf, oh, that's a little on the snoot.
Snoot. Boop it, snoot. Just boop it. It's fine.
Boop the snoot. Boop the snoot.
Boop the snoot.
I think actually I am going to go with a scorpion.
Ooh, like specifically Key. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, specifically Key has that sort of protective ideal that's sleek. Also, like the whole glow in the dark thing is the mysterious aspect and stuff. And yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like a scorpion. That's fun. Yeah.
Would you say
so
that
cute.
Key is like the story of the scorpion and the frog, where the scorpion is on the frog's... Sorry, is it a frog?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's a
is.
turtle. It's a frog? It is
No,
a frog.
it's
Okay.
frog.
It's
It's a frog.
Stop
It's a frog.
it.
Yeah, a turtle is a
Protection.
shell. You don't go through the shell.
I second guessed myself halfway through.
I think I've heard
But
other
right
stories
where-
where it's a fox, but yeah, a turtle.
The frog is carrying the scorpion across the river, but the scorpion stings it because it's just in its nature. So that's Key is
Don't
just
die.
the... Yeah. Okay, sounds good. I like that. Nice.
That's okay. Henry is the frog.
Yeah.
Sweet boy.
Oh, Henry.
Ah, very good. Excellent. Well, on that note, the last time we left off, almost everyone had retired back to Adipost Manor to sort of sleep it off, recollect themselves, and then sort of figure out where to proceed in the morning, I think. Key, I believe, was the only one who went back off to her place. Talia
Good work,
managed, by virtue of Sorsha following and then bringing her back, has managed to make her way back to the manor.
Just
Against
pop
her
it
better
out of
judgment.
This house.
Don't you hate it when the stairs to your second floor apartment? Oh no, I mean, either it was like third floor
It's the
apartment
third
just
floor.
explode. I hate that too, everyone. So
Especially when you're on them. Yeah.
yeah,
That's the
God, it's
worst
just
part.
crazy how things just keep trying to kill you.
So weird, right?
Only after you happen to meet someone.
Ooh.
Not my fault.
So yeah,
It's the cruel hand of fate.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they always say.
Causation correlation here, but
Hmm. Who do we think is an early riser? Who would be?
who didn't
be the-
sleep? Yes, all of
yeah.
us.
So before the morning,
Oh yeah. Leah's been patiently waiting for like months.
Oh yeah. Yes.
before the morning, I think that Vlad is writing his journal and he's thinking over all of the events that has happened today. There's a lot that happened even before they got into Austria. There was unexpected events from morning till sunrise or sundown. So he is now pacing his room and can't fall asleep. So he leaves his room and he's going down the hallway and he's got like a big ol' like house robe on and a light for a candle. And He goes to knock on Aurelia's door.
I think Aurelio hasn't been sleeping either, or like is kind of in the process of maybe settling back into this room in Adipose Manor after many, many years away, but goes to the door and opens. Vlad, come on in. You couldn't sleep?
No, I can't sleep. You're still getting settled?
Yes, just taking a moment to unpack some things and literally, I think all that Aurelio brought was like a garment bag with one of his suits in it. It's like open on the bed.
Suits, yeah.
Yeah, like 3 suits. That's like it.
Great.
Just getting unpacked.
I guess we didn't really have time for anything once we got here, and now it feels just very strange to have you here.
It's a little bit of an adjustment to be back, I guess. Is it all right? I could go and get a hotel, or I could
No,
stay
no.
somewhere else if it's weird to.
That's not what I meant. I just meant with everything going on. I mean, you were speaking to Sorsha about the girl, and what did she tell you about Talia?
It's been so many months since we recorded. I don't think Sorsha said much to Aurelio about it. Is that accurate?
Did she? I think she did just say that it was blue. That was Gorma. Yeah.
And then Aurelio would know from previous conversations with Sorsha a little bit about who that is, or?
Yeah, for sure. Because Sorsha would have told Aurelia. They've had their conversations about things.
Yes, about certain
yeah.
things. Yes.
Yes. So she would. Previously she would have told him that that this was the love of her life, who she lost.
Spoilers. No. I confess I don't know the entire story there, but she said that it was Gorma, that it was blue.
What do you think on that?
I don't know. I mean, we really did not get a chance to interact with her much tonight. I guess I suppose I trust Sorsha's instincts on the matter, but maybe it's something that we need to look into, or that I don't know if there is a way to confirm or to really investigate it further, but it's strange, is it not?
Yes, I would say it's strange, definitely. I don't think it's just a coincidence, but also I have a hard time convincing myself.
I don't think I've ever heard of such a thing. But well, I mean, it's perhaps arrogant to think that just because we haven't heard of it, it couldn't be possible.
It's new things every few centuries or so, it seems.
Yes. But I mean, I guess it's just a matter of waiting till the morning, and then we can talk with her and figure it out, I suppose.
Yeah, we will have to do that. But as far as you being here, I'm surprised you would offer a hotel after this morning.
Well, I don't want to overstep, I suppose. I don't know. Is it weird? Is it moving? I wouldn't want to presume, I guess. I don't want to assume a certain amount of leeway.
It's understandable. think that we're in a bit of a situation because I'm unsure of your mental state right now, really. You came to me at the train station this morning and out of breath and almost crying, and then everything happened when we got here, and that has certainly changed things, I think.
I mean, it perhaps having everyone here makes it a little complicated, but for me, I think that I mean, I want to be here. If you want me here, then I want to be here. And I don't want to presume, especially after taking advantage so much of your kindness and your... I would never want to assume, but I suppose I just did not want to let you go with things unresolved.
I didn't want to go either.
So perhaps it's silly to worry about moving too fast, but if it's all right for me to be here, then I want to be here.
Of course, it's all right. I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you. Then is that something that was weighing on you? Is that why you can't sleep, or is it something else?
Oh, there's about 1 million things that's keeping me up tonight, but it's only when I think
I'm sure.
that we can resolve right now. So. But it is resolved, then you will stay here. And I want you to be here, and you want to be here, so that's all very good, isn't it?
For as long as you'll have me.
Could I kiss you, Aurelio?
Aurelio kisses Vlad.
Okay. I think we should probably leave it there.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I couldn't help but die during this.
Just high-pitched screaming.
There's a reason I was muted.
I was like, I wasn't muted, so I was like...
Yeah.
Oops.
Anyways, we're
Are we now
perfectly
leaving it
normal
there?
about our
I think so, yeah.
and other characters.
Back on my bullshit.
Yes.
I love my friends Blorbos.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful.
It's game crazy.
I'm gonna gain some angst from that encounter. We'll say.
Wow,
Get some
rude.
The
It's
kids
not
are nice.
brooding, but we'll say that.
Oh, brooding, is that what we're calling it now?
How the kids are
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
And I guess it's the morning now.
Wait, okay, so sorry, are we doing like
How many
morning
people are
and night
coming
stuff
out
for
of-
vampires, the sleeping?
No,
What's our metaphor?
we're gonna
like,
we're gonna speak in mortal terms because that's just gonna simplify it. And I think that we
Yeah.
even did like mention that in the last one. Is just like all the vampires are slightly annoyed because now they're like, okay, we're probably gonna have to switch our cycles if we want to like
They're just
interact
cranky.
with these people. Yeah.
Gonna have to pretend
yeah.
to sleep at night.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
isn't the first time that, you know, because like Vlad had a job back in Germany. Like this isn't the first
In
time
the
that,
80s?
Yes, also.
Chat.
Important question, though. Important question. How many people are walking out of Aurelio's room in the morning?
Ooh,
I was going to say that
doors
too.
closed. You don't know.
So,
At what time?
Everyone's coming
I'm gonna
out of
climb out the
rooms in the
window.
morning.
It's Dracula.
In your
It's
ears.
Dracula.
you're climbing out the window, how early would this? And I'm gonna say Talia's a really early riser
Fuck you.
because
Of course
she
she
takes the early
is.
shift. Well, no, because it's like it's like the baking shift. It's like the 3 a.m. shift typically, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
So like
you're
Talia could be
fine.
out on the balcony, just wistfully like thinking about it. Here's a huh?
Okay, so
I need art
Lizard
of Vlad
fashion,
crawling
lizard
out
fashion.
the window
Okay.
in his lizard fashion.
okay, but so I want to say, do you like go looking for really in the morning or something, Sorsha? Like, how would you know? Are you gonna go to the door or something?
It was a general question.
Okay, I was gonna say like, how would Sorsha know?
Like, are you watching?
That just assumes everyone is watching it.
No, I think. I mean, if they wake up in the morning, Vlad is going to go listen outside the door.
Front of whose door?
His door. Aurelio's door, I guess. He's seen you in the hallway.
He did say
He's
the
trying to
night
be
then.
casual, but yeah, he's trying to check the hallway. He's just like, is there anyone up and about
Excellent.
yet? It's like,
I like doing
4
it.
a.m.
What
It's
at
4
4 a.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I just walk of
That's
shame in his
interesting.
own home.
I'm wondering what time Sorcerer would wake up because what's the time difference between Scotland and Vienna?
I don't think
Two.
much,
It would
Not
be
much,
like
like-
maybe an hour or so, yeah.
because Europe is
Mm.
itty bitty.
Yeah.
Be small.
Europe
There's an
is
hour
just...
difference. Hour difference.
Yeah.
It's a 1
so-
hour difference?
Vienna is an
Negligible.
hour ahead.
Okay.
So you'd
Okay,
probably
so-
be.
Well, she wasn't sleeping well. I don't know if she slept at all, to be honest. She was probably just angsting. Just being like,
Oh, make sure you mark angst on your sheet.
If you brood for
For
at
the-
least 1 hour, you can gain one.
oh,
You can
she
roll for
brooded
angst.
for probably 8 hours.
Roll for
She
angst?
said
This
that.
is a game, remember.
Okay. How do I
Is
roll
it
for angst again?
1d6, I think we said?
Yes.
Yeah,
That sounds
1d6,
right.
and then that adds to your total amount of angst.
Okay, I have 5.
Okay.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
you have 5 angst.
Excellent. Yeah, she spends basically the whole night. She's just like sitting in her chair, just being like, "Oh my god." So yeah,
So
so she would be
vaguely
awake.
smells like garlic.
She would be awake, but wouldn't be out in the hallway. So I guess does she hear Vlad sneaking?
Hmm.
How close is her room to Aurelio's?
Doesn't matter.
Probably decently close.
Yeah, probably
think?
pretty close.
Vampire hearing with the...
That's her hearing.
He's going out the window. I'm going out the window. I'm not risking it. I'm not dealing with this right now.
Vlad knows about the acoustics of this house.
And Sorcerer hears the window open. Can she look out the window? But she's just worried someone's breaking
I feel like
in.
you have to roll to hear it. There's no.
Someone-
Come
Alright,
on.
fine.
Can we
Why
have a
don't-
contested roll?
Do it.
why don't we do this? Someone taught me this recently, and I think it's very cool. But it's called like, what are the odds that? So,
Okay.
Haley, I'll ask you, what are the odds that Sorsha would hear this and look out the window? And you can give me like a number like 1 in 4 or 1 in 10.
Oh, and then we roll.
I think it's pretty high because she's sitting in a silent room. She's not actually listening to music. She's just sitting in silence, thinking about everything.
For life choices.
So yeah, thinking about just replaying the entire interaction like over and over and over again. I don't know. I think there's 1 in 3 chance she would hear it.
So then what I want us to do is you and Lee are both going to say a number between 1 and 3 at the same time. And if it's the same number, then we'll say that you do look out the window and see what.
Ooh, I like this.
Okay.
How revamp? I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna count down from 3, and after I say 1, so like 3, 2, 1, and then you say the
Okay.
number. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
3.
1.
Oh.
Hey.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
by the skin of his teeth. All right.
I like this. I
Okay,
like
my
this.
question is real quick.
Yeah.
Vlad wakes up early in the morning because he always does. That's just how he wakes up. What is Aurelio
Sure.
doing during all this when he gets out of bed and starts looking at the door and then is he asleep? Because that's probably pretty likely for.
I believe you're just gonna like ditch him. You're just gonna do like a run off in the morning.
I'm asking what he's doing while I'm at the door. Is he even awake? I'm curious.
I think, oh my god, I think Aurelio is maybe pretending to still be asleep.
Oh.
Okay. Then Vlad will like cross over and like give him a kiss on the forehead and then go to the window. And it's the morning, but can I say that there's shade?
Yeah, there's probably some really tall, there's some
Yeah.
big trees with a
Okay.
lot of foliage outside. Yeah,
4
sure.
And I'm
4
going
a.m. The
to-
sun might not even be up yet. The
Yeah.
sun's probably not
Oh.
up yet at 4 a.m.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
No, what am I
not
thinking?
that
Yeah,
far north.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, yeah, then
So we
y-
could just say it's whatever facing where the shadows are, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, he would definitely
Not
position those rooms and for this specific purpose. Yeah, he's gonna use his freely climb walls ability, which will spend. I'm gonna. Ooh. I don't like this. I'm gonna spend 3 eggs, so that'll be with
Ooh.
consequences.
With consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And yeah, he'll just kind of, not in a lizard fashion. He's grown out of that over the centuries.
It was just a
He's learned
phase.
from his mistakes.
I imagine him just like basically just like walking over the ledge of the window and just continuing and walking as if it was a normal, different
Yeah.
face. And then
Like
walk into the
Spider-Man
window.
style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the
That's
Peter
probably
B.
a
Parker
thing.
out the window, just sort of walking
Yeah,
down.
exactly. And then over to his room and to go get dressed.
Did Talia see this?
Did Talia see this? Why would Talia
I was
see
making
this?
because I told you that Talia would probably be awake at
Oh
3
yeah,
a.m.
okay. I guess we
'cause
could
of the
do another
baker
roll.
shift.
Where are you in the house? Like, are you just like awake?
Well, probably
Yeah.
yeah. Well, no, I probably assume like as well. Again, only would work if because I feel like she would need air after something like this, like you know, really early morning shift, getting antsy and stuff, and it's like ugh. So if there was like a window or like a balcony in the room that she's staying in, she would probably be like chilling against it. She
I'm
likes
gonna say
watching
her
the
room is
sunrise.
on the other side.
Okay.
It's her room is next to Wynn's, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think it would be on the same like if we're talking about hallway.
Where the vampires are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, that's where
It's
Talia
probably
is
like
right now.
Vlad's room, like at the end of it, and then it's like maybe Aurelio, and then Wynn's is a couple down, and then yeah.
Mhm.
So
And Sorceress is probably close to Vlad.
yeah, it's probably like right next.
Yeah.
There's
Right
two
next to it,
rooms
yeah.
are occupied usually. So
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Okay.
Good.
So
Does Vlad, where did you say Vlad goes? He goes
he
back
goes
to his room?
Yeah, to get
Okay.
dressed.
Okay, sounds good.
The drama queen.
Dressing gown and slippers.
Yeah, that's how he walks on the wall over to his neighbor.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Very good. What about the mortals? Who do we think is Talia? I know Talia said that you were probably awake and kicking about. Is
There's not
Wynn
that
up?
many in-
I feel like Wynn is not an early riser. Also, I want to say also did some brooding last night because had that conversation with, yeah. So I rolled for angst and I got 4. So I'm gonna keep that. But yeah, I think probably is like, and also just is not used to there being other people in the house and probably like wakes up, hears people moving around and is like, oh fuck, was I supposed to be up? Like, am I supposed to be doing something? Oh god.
Incredible.
Probably just like gets dressed and
Well-
beelines to the kitchen in like a half panic. Like-
I was gonna say like
When-
if we're sorry, go ahead. You go first.
I was gonna say like Win probably would know. Talia's also has always been like early, like early baking. Also, though, I feel like in school, you know, like those people that just go to school early and just hang around. Probably Talia. You know, it's like school starts at 8. Yeah, I'm here at like 6:30.
I don't remember because it's been 100 years. Does Win know that Talia's there? Because I think that was
Oh!
after.
Oh no, it
I think
is.
that was.
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
Win
that was
doesn't
after
know.
later.
Win went to bed, and
Yeah.
and then Talia
Like
came
walked
back.
walked Talia home.
And
And then
left
came
her
back
that,
and went to
yeah,
bed. Yeah.
Talia wants some coffee, but would not probably leave the room until like
Vlad's gonna go
until
make
someone else
breakfast.
comes.
I guess he's gonna start making breakfast for the mortals.
I need to make sure the caloric intake
Yeah,
is.
right.
Yes.
Oh god, they need to eat. So he like went to like the market or whatever that's like right around the corner and got some food so that people can eat. Because he looked in the fridge and saw that Win has stocked condiments and takeout containers.
Yep.
And so
Hell
that's where there's now a lot of noise, I guess, is what I'll say.
Yeah. When Sorsha hears people puttering around, she like is like and comes out of her room and like gets dressed so she looks like nice and then comes comes down to the kitchen as well.
I was going to say the same, that Aurelio probably waits a safe amount of time for there to be some noise and some people, and then goes downstairs.
Good morning.
And Sorsha's gonna offer to help cook as well.
Of course, yeah.
It's really the vibe of like my family has people over. I'm gonna stay in my room for time. But then it's like, oh, when the coast is clear, I'll leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what she eats?
What would Sorsha think that Talia would like to eat?
We probably
What was
had
her
like
favorite breakfast
In the last life.
in
What's
her
the-
last life?
The most recent
What a good-
one that I
what a
know.
good like
Most recent life that she actually had
Romanian
breakfast.
breakfast foods.
Or are we talking in Gormas?
Oh, yeah.
I guess
Oh,
well, in the last life that she would have. Well, yeah, I guess
it would have
that
been more.
probably does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Zamfir is sooner. Ooh, I love polenta. Polenta's great.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking now. Why did Chipotle come up? I'm not on the right page. Right?
Talia just really wants Chipotle.
Sometimes you just need a burrito.
I guess that would probably be the sort of breakfast stuff that Vlad would have
Yeah, there's,
gathered.
like,
It's just like cold
eggs,
cuts
polenta,
and,
cheese.
Yeah, and then like eggs and bread, and I guess it's Austria, so it's probably I think they have similar breakfast to like a German breakfast. So, and that's
I'm gonna say
definitely what
Zamfir
he's
loved
used to.
eggs.
Loved eggs. Okay.
Yeah, love eggs. Like, so it's like, oh, I love eggs. I could eat like so many eggs.
Sorsha will make eggs for Talia then,
So they're just,
or like help. Like I guess they're kind of working together and like making eggs for Win and Talia.
so Skorma.
Right.
How can you be sure?
Just know it's. I can feel it. I'm certain, and her eyes are the same.
Well, I must confess, I had a strange feeling from it all too. From a lot of people here, honestly.
Oh.
Have you noticed anything else strange?
I'll be honest with you, I was quite consumed with Gorma.
Lust.
Talia.
Sorry.
Damn.
Unresolved sexual
Paused for too
tension.
long. I'm sorry.
That's so
I was
good.
gonna say, was with Gorma, with Talia. I wasn't really focused on the others. But there was something interesting about Key. I've known Key for some time. Just virtually, we became friends online. But yeah, there was something different about her. And yeah, I didn't notice anything else though. Did you?
Yes, she just seems a little familiar. I might talk to you more about it later. I'm sure she'll be back and I'll be able to clear some things up.
What did you think of Wynn? He seemed a nice boy.
He seems nice, yes.
It's like you say that as you open up, like there's just more like empty like takeout, like there's just
Alright,
like,
just
seems
more
nice.
takeout containers, and he's like looking at dust on the counters and stuff, and he's like,
Hey, he
He's-
dusted the counters.
it's
No.
the questionable food choices.
Maybe...
There's probably like expensive
Wynn, like-
imported Pop-Tarts somewhere in a cabinet. That's-
Banana bread
I was gonna say,
Pop-Tarts.
how is Wynn about like taking care of the house? Like, is he pretty diligent? Like, does he do a
I
good
think
job?
he's pretty like I think it's probably like he doesn't get into some of the weirder corners, but like definitely the like main areas
Yeah.
he's
He's
like
no Lily,
pretty diligent
but-
about. Yeah. Well, yeah, he doesn't know the house as well as Lily did, so it's kind
He's
of like
braver than him. Just
yeah,
going-
whatever bits he's
You gotta
explored and
keep a
seems
clean
like high
morgue,
traffic
okay?
areas. Yeah. But no, it's like like the kitchen, the hallway, like anything that seems like it would be like high traffic has probably been cleaned
Okay.
fairly regularly. This is his whole job right now, so
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's got nothing else to do.
Okay. Then yeah, he's just like he seems very nice, and poor fellow was just about to fall apart, it seemed. So I hope he's feeling better in the morning. But I
Don't
just
think Lily did a good job of
no,
pairing them for
no, unfortunately.
anything. Did Lily speak to you about this?
About him arriving?
Aye.
No. I sent her a letter ages ago. She won't use the telephone, barely. And I sent her a letter and got no reply, but that's typical. Sometimes it takes a while to come overseas, and I just figured she would be there when I got here.
Mortals. I can do.
Well, think of it.
Sorsha, I think the eggs are burning. Sorsha,
Good morning.
She's distracted.
good morning.
She goes and she tends to the eggs.
I hope you both had a restful night.
Yes.
Can Sorsha pick up on any vibes?
Roll for
Restful.
vibes.
Is that what we're calling it?
Stressful.
Restful.
Mm.
Yes.
Roll for vibe check.
Is there a
Insight
vibe
check. What?
What
Okay.
Brains, maybe? Brains check?
Yeah, you can pitch. I think brains make sense.
God damn it.
I have to set a difficulty. I mean, what die do you have in brains?
A12.
I mean, I don't think it's like that hard to
Sorry.
suss.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that hard to
How
suss
subtle
out.
is Aurelia being?
I think
we
Aurelia-
barely said 2 words to each other so far. So it's for you to try and pick up right now is
but I think
It would
there's,
be
you
difficult.
know,
But she knows them both very well.
She does.
She knows them. She knows them both very well.
Yes.
And she knows the vibe that they had together last night and how they're looking at each other. I feel like, listen,
I feel like I'm
listen.
gonna set the DC at an 8 because I feel like there's definitely some eye contact. I feel like there's for sure vibes you can pick up on. That's
Hi.
not very
Five.
high. That's under a 10.
That's a 5.
Man. Alright.
An
Not
adversity token.
yeah, take an adversity token. It's only 3 under, so like yeah, that's it. I feel like maybe you pick up that there's like something there, but you're not quite sure what. Like it's not
There's a lot of
immediately
weird stuff
evident.
going on, you know?
All right.
It's there.
Uh,
Aurelio and Vlad are both very messy right now.
yeah, fair.
For
Not
multiple
physically, but
reasons.
emotionally.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, bitch, me too.
Crazy.
So, you're special. Okay, so yeah, Sorsha just goes like, sleep is for mortals, and just like looks exhausted, but like,
Sort of. You still need to
I
sleep.
didn't say you had to sleep.
Vlad is
Sorry,
suddenly
what?
very
No.
focused in the kitchen.
Sorry, Vlad. What were you saying?
The, what time is it? When are the more? When do people arrive? When he's stumbling over his words.
Gorma's always been an early riser, so she might already be up.
I'll go get the table.
Don't
set.
know when.
Do you think that it's perhaps? Do you think that she is different than Gorma? Do you
Why?
think?
Like, they're not going to be exactly the same.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know her yet. I hope she lets me get to know her, but that's up to her.
Are you feeling all right seeing her again?
It's done.
I'm sorry. What?
And
You
I think
cut
the
out a
eggs
bit.
are done.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'll go get some plates.
They're up.
Are they burnt? What are
I'll
the
give the
chances they're
glasses.
burnt?
No. I think, she was actually keeping an eye on it because like it's like important to her
Yeah.
that it's like good.
Yeah, fair.
So we go set the dinner table or the breakfast table, I guess. I feel
Yeah.
like Vlad is setting out like a full like German breakfast. It's like the cold cuts and the soft-boiled eggs and the rolls and the.
I feel like this is like a long table.
Yeah,
like it's like
this is an
I like this.
enormous table, and he's like set out. It's
So
so
much
much
It's
food.
for 2 people. It's literally just for 2 fucking people. Like,
3. I'll have some of it. Cook for just other people. So he said,
I feel like Aurelio is doing something very useful, like folding the napkins into like trying to make them into like a swan
Yeah.
shape.
yeah.
Like, look.
Mm.
Would you be getting the mortals, or would you wait till they come out? I
think,
feel like, yeah.
I think if
We gotta
it
wait.
became like, no, I don't think
Noon.
he could bring himself to go knock on a door. I don't think
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
I
to
know.
summon
I
someone
think
from the
Sorsha-
room. That seems so
Sorsha
rude.
Fucked this up enough already. She's not gonna do
Like,
it.
Oh,
What-
vampires
what-
would never presume to know when the mortals should be
Right?
awake.
Nah. He just
I
doesn't
like the
wanna deal
idea
with
of
that
them
interaction
setting
of
it
being
up.
like, get up out of bed. That feels too like, patronly for him. He's like, oh no.
Yeah. Well, what time would you say that they probably have started setting up? And it'd be really funny if
Probably
they were
like
just
6
waiting.
a.m. I would say like
6 a.m.
yeah.
They're just waiting for
Just
them
sitting
to
at the
come
head of the
down, like
table.
at the table, all like, because, well, I feel like around probably 7, because like Talia would be still on like morning schedule, so she'd probably get hungry, be like, oh, I'm a little bit hungry. So, didn't even fucking eat her pasta last night, I think, because you had to leave because my
Yeah.
stairs exploded. Probably would come around
I
like
think there was
6:30 to
pizza
7.
at one point, but I can't remember if we
Oh,
actually ever
yeah.
got. No,
No.
it got to
Oh,
re-
no.
redirected.
Oh.
That's right.
Yeah.
They win.
Yeah, it got
So
sent to the
true.
park.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. See.
Yeah.
Oh.
6:30, 7 probably is when Talia is like,
Mm.
probably just steps out and is like, probably just says, oh, shoot, and it's like surrealist and like, I don't know how to get anywhere. So she like probably is just like, and closes the door and it's just kind of like, cause she didn't like, how close was Sorcerer's Moon to the one that Talia's staying in? Did we say?
Well, did we say, is there like a guest wing or is it all in the same kind of hallway?
It's gonna be in like the same hallway, basically. I would say, yeah, it is like a wing of the building though, because
Okay.
like if you went upstairs,
Yeah.
it would be like the guest wing, and then there's like another one that's like offices and the library, and the music room is at the end of that one,
Mhm.
and Vlad's room is at the end of that one. So
Okay, so where all the bedrooms are. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
probably
they're all in the
Sorcerer's
same-
room is like, yeah, probably like just, it's all in the same hallway, but like,
Mhm.
you know, the guest rooms are, I assume, at one end, and then
Yeah.
the like regular people's rooms
Okay.
are on the other end.
Oh, but
Yeah.
also, Talia did go into the house before and probably like knows vaguely how to get downstairs at least. So I just realized. But so, she's probably going to go step to Gorma's area because, and she looks at the hidden like weird flippy thing that she probably got flipped around later, and like steps more to like as she's walking by is like steps away from it, like be like I don't want to get stuck in another door, but kind of like lingers a little bit and is like looks like she's about to like be like and then just keeps walking and is like tries to go downstairs and probably is, you know, I don't know, vampires probably could hear this, you know, like as they're walking
Yeah.
downstairs and stuff.
Someone approaches.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't know where
So-
the kitchen or dining is exactly. I just know how to get up.
Yeah.
So as Sorcerer's hearing like someone's walking around, I wonder if she could tell who it is by the footsteps. Yeah, maybe not. But she like starts taking the like warming domes off of things, like whatever things were like, you know,
Yeah.
covered in things to keep them
Like
warm.
chafing dishes.
Well,
or
I
like
was
whatever.
gonna
close.
draw the
Yeah.
curtains
Yeah.
and like light candles.
Yeah.
They're arriving.
Light.
Yeah.
The sun's starting to
Um,
come up, and he's like carefully avoiding the glare that's coming in and like closing the curtains. So
Yeah, so it probably is coming down. Probably smells food eventually by the time like reaching down to, you know, like the first floor, and is like just kind of wandering though. Like you can tell somebody's like trying to like, huh? Like, no, that's a. It's like, oh, that's a fucking ballroom. Why the fuck is there a ballroom out there? And then it's like, we're like,
Okay, I
ballroom
think
ghosts.
if Sorsha hears someone kind of like opening a couple different doors, she'll go out into the hallway.
how quiet are you?
But she's not trying to be sneaky. No, she walks like a normal person out into the hallway. Like she's not a loud mover anyways, but she's not like trying to be quiet. And she'll just kind of poke her head out into the hallway, and like when she does eventually see you, she just kind of waves. She's like, "Good
I'm like about to open another door. I'm like, oh,
morning."
good morning.
Are you hungry?
Yeah, I've been up for a little bit. Maybe if you have anything, that'd be good. You hear a little grumble.
Of course, please. We've made breakfast.
Then I start probably walking towards Sorsha, and then sees the freaking layout. It's just like probably is like, this is breakfast, and I'm like waving to like a really awkward wave to Vlad and Aurelio, like, this is so
Yes, if
breakfast.
you're hungry, you can sit down. Vlad stands up.
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. And I'm approaching the table, and I'm like, kind of just looking at this because it's like there's lit candles, and I'm like, thank you for letting me stay here. I mean, you know, it'd kind of be hard getting out of the house or getting out of the apartment in the morning if there's no stairs. And I can jump, but I'm not really a good jumper. How long have you been out here this morning? He's just looking at the setup and is like, looks vaguely dinnerous. She ends up trailing after that. She's like, so how long have you been waiting here?
Oh, very long.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
Comparatively.
great. Really awkwardly sits down.
there's not
How is
enough
the
food,
layout? Oh god.
Go ahead.
just if there's not enough food, just let us know. We can order more, or we can go and find something. We can make
I assume there's a shit ton of food,
Yeah, it's
probably.
just
right?
keeping.
Yeah. No. This is great. This is like a really good buffet style. You know, like this. Are you expecting more people?
No, just are you sure? We want there to be enough for Vin as well when they come down. So, is there enough for both of you, do you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. I love the variety. This is really great. How is the layout? Like, how big is this table, and where are we all going to be
So-
sitting? Like, are we weirdly across?
I can describe the dining room if you want. So, I think that this is a room that gets utilized like as like a presentation room once in a while as well. So it's like a really really big solid wooden table that's like carved, and the whole room is also like made of wood. So, like the ceiling is like that got that nice molding, and it's all carved, and it stretches across the room. I think there's maybe 20 seats, and then two on each end, or one on each end. And there's like a few big tall windows that line the hall, and paintings on each, space in between. And yeah, the breakfast I think probably only takes up a good like third of the table, but that's still a lot. I think that Vlad tried to like put like reasonable amounts of food, but then with the addition of like also the eggs that Sorsha, made special, and then like anything that Aurelio wanted to bring out, like Pop-Tarts or anything, it just slowly started to grow.
The really expensive Pop-Tarts. Wait,
Yes.
would Aurelio know like the Pop-Tarts, and like it'd be funny if it's like laid out really nicely?
Like
Yes,
plated.
absolutely.
Pop-Tarts?
Yes,
Yeah,
like
what-
fanned out.
Yeah.
There's like a little drizzle of honey on top just
Aw.
because.
No. You can't toast them if there's honey on it.
They're
I sit down.
pre-toasted.
Already toasted.
Wow.
And so then it's
Yeah,
like
hair
warm and then the
Pop-Tarts.
honey's like melting.
I sit down, and I as I'm like looking at what to grab, I look at the Pop-Tarts and be like, oh, is Win already up?
I have not seen.
I'm surprised. Oh, that doesn't make sense. It's gonna be a little bit till Win's awake. Yeah. Rowan, would you say that Win was always
Okay.
on time during school?
I would say Win is probably the like gets there on time but barely, and is just
Yeah.
always like kind of flustered.
Yeah.
That's just his general
Yeah,
state, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Talia.
Always, always running late, but you can't be late because of the anxiety.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
so it's like even if they're not late, they're worried about being late, and so yeah.
So yeah, Talia like probably has her phone on her and checks the time. Is like, yeah, okay, I wouldn't. That makes a lot of sense. It's not gonna be another hour, give or take, hour and a bit, depending on the schedule. It's like just like knows that it's like 8:30 probably is like, that's probably when we'll emerge. So then,
Two pretty close friends.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we hung out. It's actually really crazy being here in the same city. I mean, we went to school together forever ago. But I mean, which wouldn't really be forever ago for, and then just kind of like stops, like it's just like thinking about like is because like the thought process is like time vampires is weird, but so like she immediately stops and she's like, yeah, probably not forever ago for, and like looks at all three of you and is like, um, you know, and then just is like, oh, eggs. and does grab the ones that Sorsha makes and like puts it on some bread and it's like, um, I feel like just awkward. It's like,
Sorsha just looks very like happy that she's eating the egg. Just like
She
oh,
chose the eggs.
I'm gonna say there's like a.
You put the three
It's probably a
toys in
nice
front of her and
yeah.
Be like, oh, eggs. I'm like, yes. It's like score one. Like,
Nailed it. Nailed it.
yeah.
Did you sleep all right?
Yeah. It's it's been a little bit. A new place. Always hard to adjust to new things, but no, the room really good, really comfortable, really plush, really good. Like probably like the best bed I've been in a little bit. Like the place is beautiful, and this is beautiful. And Talia just starts like a little bit like you can tell like a little awkward rambling, unsure of her place, like while in front of these three vampires alone.
Yeah. I'm glad you're comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you like or need.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I still have to call my landlady. Not hasn't always been the best on construction, and that's even just for cabinets. So entire stairways. Maybe there'll be a
Does a
ladder
good job.
eventually, but I yeah. I mean, this is okay. Like, I'll probably speak to her in a little bit once she's awake later on and see what our options are. Did you sleep?
yes, we sleep.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah. Yes. Our kind do sleep. She's very carefully just like, yes, the general vampires do generally sleep. Did I sleep last night? No.
Yeah, exactly. We
Oh,
sleep,
yes.
not I
she's
slept.
like, oh, yes.
The royal we.
Yeah.
Yeah, the royal
In
we
general,
sleep.
people sleep
Yeah.
sometimes.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Yes, I think that is what we should address, right? So you said last night something about What is it exactly that you know?
Well, it's just she's like, um, probably grabs whatever if there's like coffee or tea, and just like tries to drink
There's
down
like
and is,
coffee
like trying not to
and
choke.
like 3 kinds of
Yeah.
juice and tea and
Probably goes
kinds
for
of
the
tea.
coffee.
yeah,
Goes
a
for
there's
the
bottle of
like green tea,
champagne.
black tea.
Scottish
Right.
tea, Scottish breakfast tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she probably goes for the coffee, just like just takes a little sip to kind of clear out. I know that you probably know what I know because
Talia.
I'm going to snoof.
Well, how
Yes?
do we know that we know what you know, that we know that you know the same
Look.
thing that we know?
Look, I've done this a few times, and this game can go on for quite a while. I think
Oh, a
it's
few
much
times.
better if you just tell me what you are thinking right now.
I mean, I'm not a huge believer in many things, but I'll be honest. When reflections don't show up, there's not a whole bunch of things that that probably could be, unless it's a really funny trick mirror, and I mean, don't know what else that could be. And if you've done this a few times, I mean, that's good few times, right? Like in her back of her mind, she thinks, "Oh my God, how many people has he murdered in the past while doing this?" Be like, and then,
Not while doing this. He
like
would've
she
killed
probably
You
you
don't
has that.
already if
murder
that
where
was-
you
yeah.
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't say that, but she has a look of like, as soon as you said, "I've done this a few times," like she like has a look of panic, like, does this mean like am I like is this bad? Like, do I mean this is bad? Yes. So, and there's a couple different things that could be happening. And I could be losing my mind. That is a very, very valid thing.
You're not losing your mind.
Good, good. Yeah, I really want to keep that for at least a while, you know? But at the same time, I feel like, what answers are you looking for? That you want me to confirm exactly what I think may be happening? Do you not like doing this weird dance around? Because I get it. I get it when people are all talking about, you know, if things are out in the open, then that's great.
Putting it out in the open may be easiest in the long run.
Yeah.
Is it easier if I just say we are vampires?
Yeah, that would be. It's easier.
Talia, I'm Vlad Dracula.
That's what she does. She does that. She like nervously laughs, like, "Oh, yeah."
And
Yeah.
you unfortunately got wrapped up in this because, for some reason, Sorsha knows you. And I think that's what we need to address.
Yeah, and that's makes
Just
a lot of
want to
sense.
I want to say again that you are safe here, that no harm will ever come to you here from any of this, under any circumstances.
I appreciate that. But what you see, so that's what Talia says, but what you hear in her voice is like, I can't believe that, you know, like
Here.
if you did an insight check, you'd be like, no, that's bullshitting. So that is what she says though. Is like, I appreciate that. You know, she's being really polite about that. But there is a lot of things going at the back of her mind too. A lot of things that suddenly make sense in the worst way possible. That she's also trying to come to terms with, because she's always known that there's something different or off, or, you know, when somebody dreams about dying often, it's like, maybe those weren't just things. Anyways,
Do you think
that's
about
not what she
dying?
says. That's not, yeah, I see what you're referencing. She didn't say that, but that's kind of what the vibes you get. Like, there's a little like of a bit of a haunted kind of like realization that Talia is going through. Like, she knows too that she's accepting this in a way, but also trying not to accept it because this is a whole other thing in reality that is just so hard to grasp. So I think she takes another bite of her eggs and toast and then just kind of like leans back and says, "So you say that I'm safe here, but also, I mean, how can you all exist? Like, this is crazy."
It's a lot to wrap your head around, I know.
To big question.
It was for me too at the beginning when this first happened to me. The world is far larger and stranger than any of us know.
You do get used to it eventually. If that helps.
Eventually. How long have you all been, you know?
I was turned in 1746.
Wow. That's a long time ago. It makes sense that you come to terms with all this. So, I mean, okay, I have to ask, like, is everything that, like, we know, like, are you any different? And come on, like, I know there's things in, like, shows and books and all that as well.
Well, we certainly don't sparkle in the sunlight.
I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say that.
There's a lot of different legends and stories from various parts of the world, and not all vampires are the same. So I don't know. For some of us, things might be a little different, and some of the stories might be true, but maybe not necessarily always.
But as a
There are
vampire,
some
you...
that have made their way into common knowledge, yes. Sunlight, silver.
Blood, I assume, too. Do you guys, how do you deal with that?
Everyone deals with it in their own way, I would say.
Oh, okay.
You're in no danger from us. That I can guarantee. No one's going to be having any. No one's going to be having any midnight snack.
I wasn't thinking.
While you're here.
I would be a midnight snack, but it's good to know that I'm not going to be a midnight snack. Like sweating nervously, like I wasn't gonna say that, you know.
Obviously.
If it makes you feel better, I mean, even after spending hundreds of years inhabiting this world, there are still things that can be surprising. And truth be told, we have not, I don't think, seen something quite like this situation before.
This is very new to us as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's not every day you're like, oh, you're this person from the past. But I mean, Buddhism, that makes sense. Reincarnation probably is a thing. I never really believed in it. But,
do you practice Buddhism?
no.
Religions gets fuzzy around this.
That makes sense. I mean, you probably wouldn't really want to come across too much religious idols or anything like that. But, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes you get the sense that there is something off and different. And look, I want to believe and I want to accept because it would make a lot of sense in things that I know. But I don't know how to make sense of a lot of these things and what's going on. But I'm sorry that if you think that I'm this and then I say like I probably like end up like trying to say it like this gore. I'm like this gore gorm. I'm like
Gorm,
trying to
yes,
remember who you
Gorm.
I'm like I'm trying to remember what Saoirse had said like and if you say I'm this gorm person, I mean it's not the craziest thing if I'm eating at a table with 3 vampires. But I
feel
don't.
like
Uh,
Talia, I feel like sometimes there's almost a boiled frog syndrome, right? You're worried that things are okay right now, but what is the end point? Well, I don't know the end point right now, but there are a few places that we can go if we have a lot of questions. So
Really?
maybe we could look into that today. I know that Key also had questions, and I'm sure that she'll contact us at some point.
yeah. He was. He was the other person, right? Oh, I guess they're not here.
They
don't live
left
here?
last night, yes.
No, they went home.
Oh.
She went home.
Sorsha's friends with her.
Oh. Okay, so
But we should wait
Yeah.
until Wynn wakes up so that we can inform him what's going on.
yeah,
And
again, that's it's gonna be a little bit, but
If you if you have
could-
any questions for us or me or anything, you can ask.
Anything
And I'll answer
specific?
to the best of our ability.
I mean, it's just crazy that you exist. And then I gesture over to also Vlad, and I'm like, and that characters like you exist. That, it's like you're getting told that
Character.
it's like no, Dahlia does say characters. I said like it's not every day. It's like if you're meeting, insert other character book here.
Vlad
It's
is
like,
Vlad is
Frankenstein's
the-
monster? Is that
the
your next door
vampire.
neighbor or something?
I've been around long before any such stories were established. So
Mhm.
it
He's
is just a
old.
name.
He's like he's old as balls.
Sorsha.
Does Sorsha say that? Does Sorsha say that?
Sorsha's been on the
Sorsha-
internet.
On the internet.
They haven't like hung out
Talia
for
just
like
goes
30 years. So yeah, the vibe is a little different.
She's trying to make Talia comfortable to make her laugh
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like
I think
normal.
Talia probably does, but like just does like the weird awkward like oh my gosh I want to laugh so hard like thing where it's like just she probably sets her hands on like the table and goes like oh is he
Certainly.
centuries old. Yeah, it's a super compliment. It is like trying to be like, oh my god, do I say yes? Do I say no? It's like, yeah, very. I could text Win right now, and I just go to after
be
that
good.
comment, I text Win like
Please
really
help.
quickly. I do like be like,
Let us
like really
know.
quickly. You see me furiously type something, and it's like, hey, situation in kitchen right now. Yes, I'm over. With them. Hope you're awake.
Just do you like multitext? It's just like
Yes.
phone vibrating on like Wynn's bed.
Yes, it goes, hey, situation. Downstairs right now. With them. Hope you're awake.
Like after that last one, you probably get the like red thing, and then Wynn upstairs is just like, oh my god.
Just all the memories.
You just hear like a thump and then like definitely like trips over like bed sheets like trying to get out of bed. and
Talia
it's just,
doesn't hear
like,
that, but you will probably do.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, I think Wynn's awake. I see the red and I say that, and you all probably hear that. I think Wynn's going to come
Yeah,
down,
like it.
actually.
Yeah. Like, yeah, gets frantically dressed and then comes like skidding downstairs.
Hi. I'm just
morning.
sitting at the
Interesting.
table, be like,
Yeah. Yeah, I my brain just shut down.
like,
Wynn's brain also not fully awake. Probably actually does. Just like skid into the dining room, sees everyone, and just kind of stands there for a second, like,
Everyone looking at each other.
good morning.
Good morning.
I'm so sorry if I was supposed to have been awake. I wasn't. I didn't know.
We were just having breakfast. You don't have to be awake at any particular hour.
Okay, good. Yeah. Sorry, I did.
Your
Oh,
Pop Tarts are
hi.
out. just be like, they made you your Pop Tarts.
We tried to prepare a selection of things you might enjoy to consume.
Thanks. That's. Hi, Talia. Also.
Hey.
Morning.
Morning.
You're.
My house broke, so I'm here.
You're. Sorry. What?
Something, exploded, so I'm here. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that makes as much sense as just about anything.
Yeah, right.
Fair
It's
enough.
not the first time something like this. But yeah, I'm here. Good morning too. And I'm also passing. I'm probably like passing over a drink of choice that Wynn would
Yeah,
also like.
just
Be like that
coffee.
I know. Yeah, we probably both just our drink. We brought
Yeah.
both of those. Oh my god, really cute. Like probably thing was like they could always have coffee at like high school, even though high schoolers
Yes.
shouldn't.
Bring-
or no, middle
bring
school.
each
No,
other-
the fuck, they were in middle school.
Oh, wait,
Is that what
fuck
they-
yeah. Listen.
Maybe hot cocoa?
No,
Yeah.
no, it was
Tea.
definitely coffee. No, it was
Oh, yeah.
definitely coffee.
Yeah,
I mean, come
yeah.
on, didn't you guys ever drink like
No, I don't.
energy drinks? Been yeah, okay. Anyways,
Not
that
really.
influence.
Explains so much about you.
No, back in
It'll
back
stunt
in,
your
like-
growth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Off topic, but they all know I'm 4'10" in real life. But anyways, yeah,
Alright,
just be like coughing over a win, be like, yeah, you probably also knew this. So yeah, yesterday happened. And that's I do point at Vlad, and that's Vlad Dracula.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
We were
had the
introduced.
yeah. My grandma did say something about that eventually. Yeah, at your apartment.
Oh fuck. Okay, so I forgot this too. Sorry,
Yeah.
I veto that. I also be like, oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, your grandmother. She's nice.
She's a character.
Yeah. Just old as. And then I think about it as I'm not gonna say that, and then I just kind of look at Vlad and then remember what Sorsha just said, and then it's like, Lily is old. And that's all I was going to say. I looks down at her plate and it's just like, it just
Sorsha's
think
like, try not to laugh.
actually probably texts Wynn. Sorsha called Dracula old as balls. and then just puts the phone down like next to like upside down like and then just goes back on the table and it's just like
But you would immediately hear Wynn's phone vibrate.
Yeah,
Like-
we know what's happening.
Yeah. Like it's not I'm like Wynn is
It's
not
not
awake enough to be
subtle.
subtle. Susan is like, yep, all right.
Yeah. There's gonna be a knock at the main door right now.
Good Foley.
Thank you.
Nailed it.
Professionals here.
I feel like there's like
feel
an
like Wynn,
awkward second where nobody knows like who's supposed to answer the door. He's like Vlad goes to get up, but then he's like, wait a minute, like this is
Wynn also goes to get up.
Yeah, and you're like,
It's like makes and then I should I
no,
I'm
sit down.
gonna
I can get it.
are you okay.
I also had
I also-
texted Sorsha. I texted
Have some
Sorsha
more
saying I was
Pop-Tarts.
coming.
Oh,
So
okay.
so Key texted Sorsha.
Yeah.
Okay. So then if what did the text say?
just say, I'm coming over to check on things before work.
Okay. So then actually Sorsha will see this and look at her phone and be like, "Oh, actually,
During our
I can go
awkward
get it.
encounter.
It's
Yeah.
it's key. I'll answer." So she goes and opens the door, staying back from the sun, which I assume is coming up.
So opens the door immediately, like goes back.
No, just walk with the door. All the doors open inward, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
And you have to stand
You
behind
just
it.
creep around the
Yeah.
corner. It's fine.
There's probably little awnings over all the doors.
Of course.
And there is like
Yeah.
a porch and stuff
On
because
all
I
the
did kick
windows, it's
people
got
off the
little-
porch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she opens the door and she's like, "Good morning."
Good morning to you too, I guess. So how's everyone doing?
Yesterday was yesterday. Would you like to come inside?
As long as it's not a problem with anyone else. Totally.
It's fine. Come on in.
Yep, coming in.
We're just having breakfast. If you're hungry, I think there's enough.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm good. And holds up her quad shot mocha. It's just like lifeline at this point.
We're just all these mortals are addicted to caffeine. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like a really.
The only way we can stay alive.
So yeah,
Everyone's
so
gotta drink in
Sorsha will
their
lead.
hands at all times.
Sorsha leads Key into the room. Please come and sit if you like.
Oh, Talia, you're here too. I thought you were going home.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Issue with my stairs.
Thought you said your house exploded.
The stairs
What?
exploded. No, the stairs
Well,
exploded. I
There's-
know. So I live up in
Okay.
a thing, and then I was trying to go out, and then it just kind of collapsed on me, and it's not. It's just another.
You want me to
Tuesday, okay?
come take a look and fix it? Because, like, my ex-girlfriend, works at the hardware store, and I can get the stuff if you need it.
Yeah. I mean, I assume my landlady is going to be hopefully doing something about it.
I can at least put up some temporary stuff so you can get to where you need to.
It also may be more than just a hardware store fix. Like the entire
Yeah.
balcony and stair system all collapsed.
Yeah,
Could
it's
need a
probably
little
not,
more
like,
than duct tape.
Yeah,
Or
it
that,
needs to be probably rebuilt, or I don't know. The place is kind of
Nice.
old, anyways. It has its charm, but
Honestly,
yeah.
if you text me the address, I can go check after work, and then I'll text Kat and see if she's got the stuff in to take care of it. It's fine.
Out of character,
I
out of
just-
character,
where-
but you cat.
Wolf and cat.
Wolf
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cat.
Very funny.
Is very good. Like cats and dogs.
I like it.
That's why
Anyways,
it didn't work out.
Nah, there's a distinct reason for X.
Anyways, Talia, just kind of like, probably would hurt Sorsha a bit, but like when she smiles and like says like, I appreciate it, seems a little bit more genuine to, like, not genuine, but more like less awkward as the one that she said to Sorsha.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm giving you angst for the roles. It's okay.
Listen,
I'm-
both of the mortals just immediately pack bonded to Key. That's just
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he immediately went protector mode for both of them. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I can hope it's not going to be an easy fix, but
Yeah, I can
know.
at least get something, ladder, scaffolding, something, so that you can at least get to your stuff, because I assume that's probably going to be an issue. And I definitely know that like house managers and stuff around here aren't great when it comes to timing.
No, my landlady is it's okay. Not good, but all right. The world's okayest landlord. But yeah, I mean, they said I could stay here, and that's why I'm here. So good morning as well. Oh, you got the. By the way, does Key probably get coffee from a shop or makes his own coffee? What
Oh, I get
flavor?
it from the shop. The same shop actually that I met Sorsha. It's like a place that I go all the time because it's like
Nice.
sort of near my route.
Yeah, it's they have good beans there. And they don't burn.
It's a nice roast. Needless to say, it's one of the only places that doesn't actively question me when I ask for 4 shots of espresso.
Oh gosh, really? Where's this place? And it's like taking notes, like where, like they don't question it. Like you can,
No,
they
no,
don't
it's
do
totally
shots?
fine. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm gonna just say regular, but I didn't know you could eat even more. I know some people are like, you don't need that much, but
I mean,
one time you try and get shots of espresso in coffee and they don't let you, and it's just like, oh, I've been awake since 3 a.m. I need it,
yeah,
and they're like,
those
no.
people are not ones who have to deal with a double shift and then frickin' vampires, so.
Yeah. It's like oh yeah, you're also
Just
kind
like
of
skips
sweet.
on
Like
his drink
yeah,
a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like,
Like
yep.
Win definitely does like a double take, just like oh shit. Oh, so everyone just okay.
Yeah, everyone just yeah.
Sure. All right.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So I guess this is weird, right? Talia just says that this is weird. I'm sorry, right? Like this is.
Yes, this is very
I
weird.
just.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not like a weird
Strange. It
spell or
is.
something that's happening.
No.
I haven't seen Win in years, and now I'm seeing vampires and apparently learning about these things, and my stairs exploded. You can tell that the meltdown is setting in. It's
Coming.
like, yeah, and it's just
Look,
this is just
Talia.
so much.
Question.
Yes.
Question out of character. Would there be anything that like Sorsha would know from like previous lives is like something that like is very calming to Talia? That would like help kind of like
Sun's going
stop-
down.
Yeah.
The sun's getting real low.
Yeah.
Calm her
like,
down.
help. It's like that would like
One
help
angry
ground
mortal.
her.
The
Yeah.
scent of lavender.
Yeah. Something that would like help calm.
I feel like it's a mixture of things. My first instinct is I feel like Gorma and Sorsha probably um the main calming thing probably would always be like a gentle touch of like just below like the neck, like over like be
Mhm.
like, like I'm here, like, and it would always like go like the back over here.
Mm.
But I feel like they're probably sitting across from each other.
Okay.
I
Also,
feel
I
like
was gonna
they're-
say, would Win know something like if Talia like has high anxiety,
Ooh.
and so like Win gets there first.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh. Just unconsciously, because they're really good
Yeah.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that angst. I want to say no, but I also love that angst.
Sorsha goes to.
Listen.
I feel
Middle schoolers have anxiety.
it's true. Yeah. So I feel like it would be, and it probably that's why it is like the calming thing, because that's
Yeah.
what Sorsha and Gorm always did, where it's like like a gentle touch. And so I'm also gonna say if Win does that, but Sorsha and Gorma probably would always, because we decided like their nicknames for each other is like my song, right? We're like there's
Yeah.
something, yeah. I feel like just like you also just saying, if you say that, it always was like the come back to me type like thing, where if like you say like the endearment, it would also, you both should do it at the same time is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I was just gonna like have Win like put a hand on like Talia's shoulder
Yeah.
or something, just like yeah.
Yeah, like
Sorsha just like she's just she wants to see if this will have an effect. It's out of like instinct, just like instinctively. She says in Gaelic, "It's all right, my song." Um,
Yeah,
and
so
yeah, but it's in Gaelic, which Talia doesn't speak, but it's just like what she
yeah.
instinctively says.
So I feel like as you're saying that, um, Talia probably did also slightly calm down when like Win put a hand on, but as you're saying it, but then when you hit song in Gaelic, um, you just see a slight like backing from the chair, like twitch in Talia, but
Mhm.
and then just kind of goes, what did you just say?
Sorry, it's Gaelic. It just uh,
Okay,
it's,
it,
um, it's just habit. Sorry, it just said it's all right.
no, yeah, no, I just sorry, I just no, I sorry everyone. And then I kind of like nod at Win, but then I look at Sorsha like I'm thinking of what
Mhm.
you had just said, and I'm just like kind of staring at you a little bit, like,
Mm.
and then I just kind of like take a deep breath and I say, I don't know again if this is all just a weird happenstance, but as you say, there's people that we can talk to, and the fact that I know that vampires exist now, and that mm, there could be many more things that could be a thing. I mean, what else is real? I mean, are demons actually real? I just
Like, just takes a
just
really deep drink of coffee.
yeah, it's like are like demons real? Are like werewolves real? Are fairies real? I do say
He
that. I do
literally
want to say
just like chokes on her coffee.
that. Right.
Well, I think that something something that we can answer for you. You said you have work today, though.
Yeah, I had texted work before and swapped shifts, so I'm the night now for next shift. It's not gonna be for a while. It'll be okay. It's pretty early, but I just usually, wake up really early. So
Well, this is a place that we can visit at night. So,
oh, that's good.
if
Okay.
you want some answers, you can come back here after your shift.
Yeah, I mean, answers would be nice, and just, I mean, is is there something like? And this is gonna sound crazy, but I mean, it's like, what else exists out there? Like, do vampires like hunt people? Is there ever a thing?
Some do, yes.
Okay.
Typically, most don't have much control over that in the first few decades.
Okay.
Sorsha, the first few decades, Sorsha's like, was like, she
Yeah,
got
she
over
was
it real
fine.
quick. Like she was
She
fine
dealt
after
with
like 6
her
months.
rage in a very specific way, and it was
Yeah,
targeted
Yeah.
at all the
channeled.
English.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she still had her
like,
phase, but
yeah, short. But yeah, so when Vlad says like for the first few decades, Sorsha has a look like, all right.
he ignores it.
After thoughts off that, like, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be off at 11, so I mean, I guess that probably is good for
That
you
will be
guys.
fine.
Yeah, I mean,
Is that too late for you if you need to sleep?
No, I mean, and then I hold up. No, I'm good. Like, I got these. Just got just coffee. No, I'll be fine. Working the weird back-to-back shifts or weird shifts. It's just it's how it is, you know. Do you work? Like I gesture to all of the vampires. Like, do you work?
I'm a professor,
Yes.
actually.
Oh,
I was a
I
musician
say that.
until very recently.
Oh, so you just like integrate into society.
Yes.
We're people. Like, you know, we're
Just normal
we
I mean,
people.
we may be
Some of us more than others, maybe.
Harsh.
Ooh,
I'm a professor, I'm a musician. I've written a book. A few books.
oh, that makes sense. Time, well, effective. Um,
Sorsha and I run a philanthropic business together.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Vlad does some research on the side too.
For the first time, he looks over at Key, and it's just a blank expression, as much as he can.
Yeah,
Do we
Key's
pick
just
up
gonna
on these
stare
vibes?
straight at
Not recently.
Oh, okay. So it's like a. I whisper over to Win, like, I mean, do I bring up like stuff we know about, like, stuff like from Buffy and shit, like, well, it's like
Fucking
can we bring this
nerds.
up? Like, do we just,
We can hear. when she's-
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
like, there's no, like toilet.
Sorsha just says, you got quite good hearing. Just
I should have assumed that. I know. I'm sorry. I just.
The enhanced
I-
senses.
Yeah.
It's fine. I just didn't want you to, yes.
We're not like fans of vampires. I'm not that I'm saying I'm not fans of you. Not that I'm saying I don't dislike you or like no, that's not what I meant. I'm saying that, there's just things, that is like, oh, interesting, It's like if you're finding out that your favorite celebrity really likes toast and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I eat toast." It's interesting to find out what the
I
whole
feel
actual
like
thing is about.
Vlad is thrown off by this conversation, but he also doesn't talk to mortals that much, and so he's just like,
Maybe
okay,
this is
yes.
normal. Like, I
Is this
Yes.
normal?
No, this is
This is
No, this is not
exactly what
normal.
that's like.
Yes, I think maybe
Like-
you should take some time, go to work, clear your head, and we can talk more about this when you get back.
Also, if you have specific questions for us now, like please feel free to ask.
So are you able to go in the sun? Like it's morning now and the blinds are does that actually affect you?
Yes, it burns.
Oh, okay.
We can't be in direct contact with the sun. But if you're covered up, I mean, there are ways to get around it.
Oh, interesting.
Sometimes just an umbrella or an oversized hat, or, it's...
No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, like I'm going to have many questions, and not all of them come to mind right now. Not all of them make sense to me either. But I don't think that matters because and she just kind of like contemplates a little bit to herself and just kind of like takes a deep breath and just has this feeling in her. And then actually, yeah, I'm gonna go with this. And then just like as she's like thinking about everyone being around and this overwhelming sense of like I have questions and things are making sense and things aren't making sense, she just kind of like has the general feel of it not necessarily knowing exactly with any of the past lives, but in the presence of like these three vampires, what bugs her the most is she does feel safe, and it's scary. And so I think she just kind of like looks down at her lap and just then grabs her phone and just says, um, "Thank you for making breakfast, and thank you for, letting me stay the night. Um, I don't have to go to my shift for a little bit, but I think clearing my head may be good. But I just thank you for explaining to me. Thank you for," and just kind of like is speechless as she's trying to wrap her head around like this feeling, and just her eyes are just kind of like they look distant and a little bit glossy, but then like she closes her eyes really tightly and it's like blinked away, and then just kind of like breathes in, and it's just like, yeah, so sorry for everything, but I do appreciate it, and
Of course.
yeah.
Of course, you're always welcome here.
We just want to make sure that you're comfortable, and if you want to stay here while the stairs or your apartment is fixed, then just let us know. Whatever makes you feel at home.
Yeah, I can see that being all right, and it's not imposing. I'll speak to my landlady, see how that is. If it's not viable, I might, need a place to crash tonight too. But
Of course.
it's just crazy, meeting you guys and being like, "Oh my gosh, you exist," and I don't know if any of the answers that we're going to get tonight will even matter, will even help. But I just want you all to know that that's okay. Mm, I don't need
Honestly,
answers all right away.
I'm just
clarification at any level is always helpful. So,
Yeah.
We'll just take it one step at a time. If you have a question and think of something, ask us, and we'll do our best to be honest.
Okay.
That's probably a good time if we want to take a quick 5-minute break.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. And cut.
hello.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
No, you got so close to not doing it, and I was so proud of you, and I didn't want to say anything in case
Now
you were.
nobody's proud.
I'm proud of me.
You got so close.
0 days since last incident.
0. Hell yeah. So yeah, we can pick back up at the house as people are kind of dispersing before everyone heads off to their own respective side quests.
A good hearty
Yeah, 'cause
breakfast
some
where
of
they
them-
don't eat all of it, obviously.
God, yeah,
Of
Win
course
is
not.
just like putting away leftovers.
Yeah,
What about
some of us have to work
second
for a
breakfast?
living.
Work.
I work.
For a
Yeah, but
living.
for your
For
living,
a
you're working for a
living.
deading.
You're working for
Yeah.
something to do.
No, I'm working for my pet.
It's a pun
Yeah,
about us
exactly.
being dead.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
He just kind of
Uh-huh.
curtly says that as he's picking up dishes and heading towards the kitchen.
Talia probably just sits. Like, I don't know if I should do anything, so I'm just saying.
Talia, how about I drive you to your place on my way to work? Because then I can just see the condition and stuff, so I can do like repairs if there's.
Yeah, that'd be good. Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, between the exploding or stairs falling down, I know it's there's stuff. But-
Yeah, I'm not much into construction, so I don't know if it's fixable, but entire stairway did come off of the building.
Yeah, I mean, worst comes to worst, some ladder scaffolding. Well, at least you can get up there, and I'm sure you probably grabbed some stuff last night, but
There's
Yeah,
just
I
so
grabbed
much
the
construction
essentials.
talk in this episode.
I mean, I fixed your window last time, and
I
I'm going to
know.
actually completely repair it. I got that hookup at the hardware store, baby.
You don't want to fuss with climbing up and down ladders. You are welcome to stay here as long as you like.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Record scratch, it was not fine. But yeah,
Also-
Natalia will be like, yeah, we'll check it out.
Sounds good. Oh, also, Sorsha, I was thinking about things last night and looking through my books, and I found one that might be relevant for you. And I hand you a battered copy of Vampires Don't Wear Polka Dots, the Bailey School Kids book, like chapter book, because on the cover is a redhead vampire in a big polka dot dress who is a teacher, and I'm just like, that's what it reminded me of. So
Ollie will say, "Oh my
Sorry.
gosh, I love Goosebumps."
Sorsha is like completely delighted. Like she,
Oh my god.
Oh no, is it
that
not
is-
Goosebumps? No, it's
I
fuck.
never-
It's,
no, it's Bailey School Kids.
oh, Bailey.
it was
Bailey's, I
totally
thought it was
I
Goosebumps.
thought that was just a joke from Talia. Like she
Yeah,
just didn't know what it was. She was
Yeah,
like, oh my god, I love
No, sorry.
Goosebumps."
So
This is
did
a
I.
B thing. This is a B thing. I forgot
Yeah.
the difference.
It's
Because I think
okay.
I read both of them consecutively as a child. Like I
I
would
never
read my
read the Bailey
Goosebumps and I
School
would
Kids.
read the
Oh,
Bailey School Kids.
the Bailey School Kids were so cute and so wonderful, and
This is
definitely
delightful.
it's adorable, and it's Sorsha, and so Key actually had it in her personal collection, and this is actually the one that Key had growing up, so it's a little battered, and she gives it to Sorsha. But
I love it, and she just like her face completely lights up, and she's just like, I love this. It is absolutely delightful. Thank you.
you're so welcome, because it is so you.
That's
I
amazing.
will absolutely read this. This looks like an absolute delight.
Yeah, definitely should do more serious talk, but it's a work day and there's not enough caffeine in this thing. Just downs the rest of the coffee, throws it in the trash can.
Of course. Well, I'm not going anywhere, so we can talk whenever you like.
Sounds good. So, Talia, you ready to go?
Yeah, yeah. Um, I look over at Owen and be like, like, as in like, you got this, like whatever is like bad, but like to be, and she
I'll
doesn't know what
see you
she's trying
around.
to mean it. Yeah.
And so she says to both Key and Talia, says, it's like, have a good day at work. Enjoy the sunshine.
Thanks. I hope you
Sorry.
don't enjoy the
Thank you.
sunshine. Um, yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Okay, bye.
Alright.
Do you want to have your scene at Adipose or
Yeah.
on the road?
We could go there first. So yeah, Vlad's clearing out dishes, and I guess Win starts to as well, and it's just like, hey,
Yeah.
could I ask you something real quick?
Yeah, of course. What's up?
And they'll kind of like move into the kitchen. He wants to be like in a different place, and he looks down at you. And he says, "So, I've been trying to get better about this, and I know it's too late, but whatever. Do you have preferred pronouns?"
Oh, yeah. It's it's he, they. Most is that if that's. I mean, either's fine, but yeah.
Then I will use both.
Th- Thank you for asking. He's definitely like was not expecting that at all. It's just kind of like
When
Alright.
text Talia,
Yeah.
Dracula is woke.
Dracula just asked for my
Hashtag
pronouns.
You're like, not old is
that-
false? Question mark.
Just like quietly pleased.
Well, of course, we're going to be working together. I prefer to address you properly.
Yeah, I mean now we're but you yours ours.
He, him, yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Thanks. Just kind of like putting stuff leftovers in like Tupperware or whatever. Yeah.
I think, yeah, so like during the day, I think he's gonna start asking. He's just like, so when you came here from where did you come here from, actually?
Oh, Canada,
Oh.
Ontario. That's where Lily's from. And yeah.
Did you have to did you hire any workers to look at the roof, or was the last time you like maybe the pipes were checked out? And he's just like starting to ask about like actual like housework because you are a housekeeper.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't. I can. I will maybe have to double check with my grandma first, but I could definitely, I will be on that. That's she didn't really prep me on that stuff, but I'm totally like I will be on that. I promise. Just give me like a little bit to figure it out.
It's fine. We can figure it out as we go, and whatever comforts that you folks might need. Had to redo the electricity, probably.
I could look into that.
So yeah, I think that he's gonna turn to like Sorsha and Erlio and just be like, there's a lot of work that needs to be done for the house. So I don't know what you two might want to do before we need to meet tonight.
I need an hour to record a lecture for my students, but otherwise, whatever needs to be done for the house or that you need assistance with, getting things back up and running, let me know.
I have no prior commitment, so I'm free to help with whatever.
Good.
Yeah. When something's just gonna like frantically duck away and call his grandma and be like, "Help! Where are your notes? What am I doing?"
What does
Uh,
Lily say?
Oh my god, I don't even know.
Just a little
I
text.
does Lily text?
I feel
Certainly
like,
not.
no,
No.
it's the like calls home. Wynn's
Okay,
mom has
okay,
to put
okay.
Lily on the phone. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, didn't you check? There's a folder in the cabinet under there's a for all of the house upkeep and maintenance, and
Thank
there's
God.
diligent notes. Did you?
I think you didn't tell. Thank you. You didn't tell me, but thank you. I will look at it. Thank you.
Oh, well, it should all be there. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I definitely will do that. Thank you, Grandma.
And say hi to Vlad. And watch out.
I'm probably not the last bit, but I will. Thanks.
All right. Have a good one.
You too.
But does Win call Lily while Val is around? Does he? Does
He
he
hear
hear
the
It's
Lily say,
probably
"Watch
like
out"?
I just
while like on the phone, like looking for stuff. Like, yeah,
He's like in his room, like rummaging.
yeah.
I feel like Talia took like a lot of the essentials, and like I feel like didn't have too much there either. Like, you know, had like a kitchen outfitted, but there wasn't really like and some clothes and stuff. But like Talia actually ended up taking like I'd say like, you know, like pajama, a spare like 2 pairs of clothes when she had left, like with her laptop too as well, the other night. So what do we want to say what happened to the apartment?
Yeah, just Q wants to take a look at that wall that was stairs.
Yeah, when we left, the stairs are off the building. But do we want to say it's worse? We can.
Maybe some of like the brick wall was like pulled out, like with the
Stairs.
or like some of the
Yeah.
some of the wall like crumbled out or something. Or
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fire. I don't know.
There's a hazard yellow line around.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense. I think that probably by the time you guys get there, there's like maybe not like a crowd of people outside, but there's some activity where like you can see that structural wall has been crumbling. And it looks like the people who live in the unit below yours are even moving some stuff, like moving some of their belongings out. Like they're also being kind of told to relocate.
Feel like, oh, cool. Oh, this is great. Oh, look, my landlady. Probably.
Oh,
She's probably
yeah,
there at
this
that point.
is gonna be a bigger shoe. Oh.
Yeah.
What's your loud lady sound like?
You can
Do
decide.
we should we workshop a name for your landlady? What's her name?
The world's
Bernice.
okayest landlady.
Landy. Her name's Lady.
Lobelia.
Actually. You know, like some people are named Lady. Her name is Lady.
Interesting.
Lady the landlady.
Interesting
Bernice.
choice.
I don't know. Bernice, and she's like 80.
I was actually gonna say Beatrice, so that's very funny to me.
I
like
literally
Bernice,
googled
though.
popular names in Austria.
Is Bernice one?
No.
Okay,
Lady
what's a
one?
good one?
Well, it's a mostly Germanic speaking
Yeah.
country, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Francisca.
Francisca.
My brain was saying Iris for some reason.
Nora.
Nora is also a good one.
I like
Nora's good.
Nora.
Hey, Nora. I come up out of like walk up.
Oh, Talia. Whoa, are you all right? Have you gotten, you went inside when the wall came down, were you?
No. I there's like a weird sus amount. Be like, no, I saw it happen, but I'm safe. My uh, I'm I'm fine, and then I ended up staying at a friend's last night. I was going to text you that as well that this had happened, but said a whirlwind doozy yesterday. It just came apart. I don't know much about buildings, so I
No,
don't
no,
know.
of course, dear. Don't worry about that. I'm glad to hear that you're all right. It's a bit. I mean, it's a bit of a mess. We're waiting for the insurance people to come by and do an evaluation and see if what they think the cause might have been, if foul play was involved. And after they come and do an evaluation, we can look into actually getting repairs done. But it might be a matter of weeks before we can actually have
Oh,
people move back in.
okay. Yeah. All right. Well, if you can just let me know when things are good. I don't
Of
suppose you can
course.
say, like, see, there's a ladder up there. You think I'm able to go up there and grab some of my things? See, there's probably like firemen or something around, right? I don't know. I don't
Yes,
know what they
no,
would be.
yeah. I'm sure we've been managing to get people in and out to grab the essentials. Don't move too much around because
Yeah.
they want to do their investigation for insurance purposes. And just let me know if you need help finding a place to stay or something. We
Oh
can
no,
we're helping the others in the other unit to relocate, so we can certainly help
Oh,
you find something.
I mean, no, that's all right. Thank you. Thank you, Nora. Really, so nice. No, it's okay. I'm saying, and then I kind of look in the direction of Adipose Manor, and she's like, I'm staying with and then I also again continue to trail off with people I know. I'm like, I'm at just fine.
That's so sketchy. You could
Are
just
you
say a friend.
sure?
Win is a friend.
Yeah, Wayne
I'm
is
staying with
definitely a
a
friend.
Wait a
people I know.
second.
Win?
I
Win
know
has
it's
been
out.
Quite sure,
downgraded.
dear.
Yeah, no worries. My friend is there as well. It's okay.
Oh, well, as long as you're comfortable and you have somewhere to live.
Yeah. Again, I mean, I don't know much about buildings. This shouldn't take too long, right? But they said I could
No.
stay. You know.
As soon as we can get some repairs folks in, we can see to it as soon as possible. I'll keep you updated on any developments and what the timeline sort of looks like.
Okay, I appreciate it. And then they probably
Of
just.
course, and I'm sorry for all the hassle. It's truly I don't understand how it even happened.
I'm. I mean, it just kind of came apart. It was really, really weird.
Well, some of these
Nora,
old historic buildings, I suppose.
when did you have your last safety inspection?
I think about 5 years ago.
How often do you do a safety inspection? I have no idea.
Well, like, needless to say, the damage that's caused on the outside here, this is prolonged stuff, and you're going to take a while. But I can put you in touch with some contractors if you need it. But first things first, get the documentation, get some scaffolding, and you might want to get a lawyer.
All right. Well, thank you for the completely unsolicited advice.
That's what I'm here for.
I love Q so much.
Thanks for that.
I broke your window, and also your house is kind of trashy and old. Thanks. What the fuck are you doing?
It's that thing that when you like date someone who really knows something, you end up picking up secondarily. And you're like, okay, yeah, that's not up to code. Okay, yeah, this is definitely
I'll
needing
have you
repair.
know that building is entirely up to code.
Well,
As she says that,
Looks
a piece-
pointedly at
as
the
she
club.
says that, like a piece of brick like crumbles and falls off.
A piece of drywall just completely
Yeah.
falls off like a wall. Like,
Yeah.
I
Sure.
say, the heating worked, and then we hear out. like from the like oh. Everything that could go wrong goes wrong. Yeah, Talia probably does take just a couple more, like another like bag of clothes, but doesn't really need too much. You know, can wash things, uniforms, whatever.
The essentials. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So it doesn't take too long as well to
Sounds good.
go up the scaffolding and then end up going towards her shift. Oh my gosh, what's my coworker's name? The annoying
Oh,
precious
goodness,
one.
let me see if
Oh,
I
was
Oh,
it
can
like
write it down.
Larissa?
Ah, Larissa.
That's, yeah.
Gotta be Larissa.
I think
Yeah.
so. Did I write it down anywhere? No
You did,
idea.
but I
Yes,
can't
it is.
remember.
It's Larissa. I wrote it
Oh.
down.
Love
Yes,
Larissa.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I do end up saying like to Key, be like after grab my stuff and then going to work, being like, yeah, it was like okay. I don't think it was maybe entirely up to code now that I think about it, and sometimes like the you know there's sometimes a draft around and could hear a little bit like a whoosh. Maybe that could have affected it, but I guess I should message Lynn to tell them maybe we'll need to stay. But I appreciate
Yeah.
the ride over. And
If you need somewhere else to stay, or if you need help with the construction or contractors or anything, just let me know. And I actually just hand my business card, and then I scribble my cell phone number on the back, just so that
what's
you
Keith's
have
business
it.
card?
Oh, she's a librarian, and so it's the
Oh,
university
right.
card.
Hmm.
Yeah. Also, if you need any information on anything, I can probably help with some research stuff. So, but
Okay.
you stay safe.
I'll try. And I walk to my house, to my work. Probably almost get hit by a car. Anyways, I'm kidding. It's just funny. It's just funny. No, I probably don't. Unless, no, I'm kidding.
But what if?
You're like, that's the plan, Keith.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
He just face palms. Yeah, best
Yeah, I
laid
go to work.
plans. Yeah, he's gonna drive off to work as well.
Hell yeah.
I also do message. I also message Win as well. Be like, actually, how like apartment did kind of explode. Will be a few weeks. Frowny face.
It's just like ... Shit. All right. Well, I can double check if you need to somewhere to stay, if it's okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I probably text. Yeah, if you can. I feel like I also have more questions. Might be easiest question mark. And then I also say, what are they like now? Question mark, question mark. Like,
And then just
What is he doing?
and then just at this point, it's the like, well, Dracula just asked me for my pronouns, so that happened.
Oh, Dracula!
question mark, Dracula emoji, question mark, 100%, and then maybe not old as balls, question mark.
No, definitely old as balls. Just cool. It seems like.
Aw.
A simple, huh? Well, shift starting.
Just to have fun.
Oh. Drying.
Don't explode anything else.
Will do. Yeah, and then I just worked for the day. And
I was gonna say, do we want to skip ahead
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
reconvening? If anyone
Yeah.
okay with that?
Yeah. Sounds good. Do we want to reconvene at the manor?
That's what we said, right?
Yeah.
Everyone
Yeah.
just meet back there after they were done.
yeah, just key drive, pick me up, or just
Yeah.
Sorsha come.
Ooh.
Sorsha, if you want Sorsha to pick you up, Sorsha will pick you up.
Do you have Sorsha's like number?
No,
Hmm.
Win. My number.
Oh yeah.
if you ask when, if like, yeah, I don't know.
Nah,
Two.
no, Talia
It's
wouldn't
it's too
ask.
complicated.
Yeah.
Would
Too
Sorsha
many steps.
ask Win?
For
Win
Win would not
Talia's
unsolicited give Talia's number.
No.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, Sorsha would only
Fair.
ask Talia directly for her number or wait for her to offer it because, like, doesn't want to come on too strong again.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
I'm
way
sure
past
she'll
that,
find a
hon.
way. You'll find
Okay.
another way.
When
Yeah.
I arrive back there with Key.
Yeah, I
Nice.
pick
Yeah, we
you
probably
up
talked about
after
like,
work. Yeah.
yeah, you know, like I'm off at 11, you know, being like, I probably have brought bread, both, but cheese bread, no garlic.
Aw.
I
Nice.
bring bread back from the restaurant and maybe desserts.
Ooh, what kind of
Yeah.
dessert?
Whatever's a special. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
You have time. We're going to a place first.
Yeah.
And I think Key would probably take Talia to the coffee shop on their way over.
Oh hell
And
yeah.
so
Is it
we
still
can
open
grab
at
coffee.
11 o'clock at night?
It is a 24/7 coffee shop.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
And also,
Talia's
I
favorite.
asked Talia to ask Win if they want anything.
I say don't worry about it, and I just say an order that I'm gonna assume Win will really like.
Excellent.
Be like, no, Win's gonna get blah 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 blah. Insert order that Win would
Something
really
very
like.
sweet, probably.
Like a
Ooh.
no, like if they can
Caramel
do like a
macchiato or-
Yeah.
no, that's not sweet enough. It would be like a
No.
triple shot white chocolate, vanilla
God.
bean.
Oh,
Like,
man.
yes,
Gross.
Win, yes. Rowan, personally, disgusting.
Is this
Actual
even
fruit.
considered coffee?
It's a dessert in itself.
Probably
but...
no. It's more sugar than caffeine at that point. Yep.
It's more sugar than
Sometimes.
anything at that point.
Sometimes that's what
Do
you
the
need.
vampires drink coffee?
I mean, they probably have their own. It's fine.
Yeah.
We
Sure.
welcome you into our home. No, just kidding.
Sure you do.
Okay. So you two are arriving at the manor?
Yep.
With coffee? Okay. Everyone gathered. I think that, yeah, like towards the end of the shift, then Vlad would have been trying to, you know, talk to Sorsha and really just be like, hey, so. What do you kind of want to talk about where we're gonna go, Remick?
No.
No.
Just kidding. No. I don't think so. Yeah, I sort of have in mind a local like hub for supernatural paranormal
That's gonna be, like,
activity.
super normal?
It was
Just super normal.
Super normal.
Normal.
beans.
That's called a target.
Yeah. Yeah.
Such liminal space.
Yeah. Why don't we? Because I can describe it when we get there.
well,
do we want to?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, just do we want to talk about it in character about where we're going when
Yeah.
the mortals get there?
I think I guess my big question is, what is the name of this place? Have you thought of a name?
Oh.
Because I feel like
yeah,
Vlad would
super
know about
normal.
this place, but and maybe this is something I imagine Sorsha would, and maybe Aurelio, but he's just gonna kind of mention that, gather them and be like, I figured the best place we can go to is ...
I think it's called the Underground.
I love that.
We're going underground. Ooh.
Okay, wait. Is the underground a better name or 6 feet under?
I think that's a colloquial term, maybe.
Yeah, that's
the
Like,
joke.
Yeah.
Would
That's
be
how everyone refers to it.
very, yeah, it's very
Postmodern
funny.
manner.
6 feet under.
Yeah, okay.
If you're going to the underground, you just say, we're going 6 feet under.
Like,
Yeah.
Vlad would never say that though.
No.
He doesn't even really
He's
like
not.
the name The Underground. He thinks it's tacky. But whatever.
So rude. Truly so rude.
But you can't choose everything. So I think with all of Key's questions and whatever is happening with Talia, even getting back here, getting caught up with everything that should be happening, we head over there.
Good idea.
Sorry, my Google Home started speaking to me. Terrible timing. No, that sounds good to me. It might be a good idea for the mortals to perhaps see a bit more of this broader world that we're welcoming them into.
Yes, I don't know if we should take a win. It's dangerous.
Why not?
He's just...
Well, if it's dangerous,
I mean,
then we shouldn't take any of them.
Well, I mean, there's something strange going on with Talia, and I think Key can take care of herself. I
Does it
trust
feel
you
a
to
bit
protect her.
pointed?
Sorry.
Does it feel a bit pointed to exclude only one of them, though? Does that not feel a bit mean? Is that?
Maybe we should just ask him.
Mm.
couples argument. Love it.
I just
him
wouldn't want him
decide.
to feel like we were excluding him, and
Certainly not. I suppose
No.
we would just have to be very careful if he decides that he wants to come with us.
It's been many years since I've been, but it's not that dangerous. It's like it's right.
We'll keep a close eye on them.
Mhm.
All right then. They go find Win. Where is he?
Yeah.
Hunt him down in his house.
Probably
My
like
win sense.
frantically reading
The
through
ween of three
all of Lily's
vampires.
notes. Yeah.
Goes to hunt him down.
Wins on the phone with like some roofing company.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is in Lily's notes? It would be like just house repairs and crab, right? Okay. Is there
Yeah,
anything
or
weird?
Yeah.
just like contact numbers, probably like schedules of like, when she's done stuff, and
Yeah.
probably weird cryptic notes that was like, I gotta ask her about this later, because that's probably a vampire thing that I just don't know.
Yeah.
Only take
There's all
every
sorts of
other
little, like-
steps on the back
Yeah.
staircase.
There's
Yeah,
like
and then-
handwritten notes in the margin where it's like stashed a box of steaks under this
Yeah.
cabinet. And it's like
Yeah. Or like,
Steaks supposed to go in the fridge.
yeah, things she's done to keep Vlad on his. Luna.
Cats.
There's just
Hello.
cat back.
a long cat.
Ella.
Ian. Extremely distracted.
Oh, profile. Very nice. Very
Sorry.
photogenic.
Yeah, just like stuff, little things she's like done to keep Vlad on his toes. Just like,
Yeah.
like left this where he could find it. He didn't react, but I'll get him next time.
I've planted a garden plot of only garlic.
Yeah.
Just can't go over there.
Yeah. It's the like, I feel like this is a joke, but is she joking? Is she actually trying to kill him?
That's what Vlad thinks about every morning over his coffee. As he watches the garlic slowly creep over the garden and take over everything.
Yeah.
So we go find Win. And do we want to say that like everyone's arriving kind of at the same time?
Yeah, we love
Yeah.
coincidences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that makes
about
sense.
here. Okay. So
Also, you know approximately when I'd be off, so
Hmm.
when we'd be approaching.
So Talia,
basically.
Key, knock on the door. And
Sorsha goes to answer.
yeah, I was gonna say, does Sorsha want to go get it? I think that Vlad just kind of
Yeah.
like looks up at Sorsha and is just like, go.
She goes and she she opens the door. Welcome back. Please come in. How was work?
Oh, it was good. And then I splash back to what I assume Larissa would have been probably chatting my head off the entire night about many things. Be like, exhausting. But, you know, that is. But mainly because my coworker's very chatty.
Hmm.
She has a lot of ammo to talk about tonight. So, you know.
Was she one of the guests at the party?
Yeah, the party. I'm sorry about that. That was not my
What?
fault.
No one blames you. It's quite all right.
But yeah, no, she one of the big people that thinks that Adipose Manor was taken over by fairies, but you know.
Forgot about that.
You know.
Oh my god.
The
Of
lore.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. The lore.
The local legend.
Yeah. But they had a
Uh,
great time at the park. Apparently there was also like just random pizzas that showed up, and they were like, "Oh my gosh!"
It's nice.
So it was good.
That's good. Glad to hear it. What was the did you go to see the state of your apartment?
Yeah, it's bad. So I messaged Win if it is too much trouble, or not trouble at all. I mean, I would appreciate the invitation, but again, it's only if I'm not imposing.
Of course. You're as I said, you're welcome here. So you stay as long as you need.
Thanks. Do you know where we're going, and where's everyone else appearing? Like,
Yes, just over here. Come on in, Key. Or how's your day?
Long and getting longer.
Well, this is a bit of a night spot, if you will. It's called the Underground. It's a place with information. Come. Vlad will explain more.
okay. Wait, so sorry, are we going underground?
Uh, out of character, is it underground?
Yeah.
It would be
Yeah.
funnier if it
Yeah.
isn't,
Yeah.
but yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if it was on like a top floor. Like,
Yeah.
It's a high rise,
Penthouse?
like
Yeah.
Avengers Towers.
I'm almost tempted to change it, but I don't want to. That's very funny.
It is, but not in like a spooky underground kind of way. It's just a lower level. It's like one floor under,
oh,
like a
oh,
basement.
oh,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. Hopefully they have answers. You know.
I hope so. And as
I'm
we're
just
talking, I
awkwardly
kind of
like,
lead them back into where Vlad and the others are.
So we can just be like gathered in the den, I guess,
yeah. I hand Win the coffee.
and
Thanks.
Sorry I didn't grab coffee for the rest of you. I wasn't sure if you needed it, but let me know if you do want some. I can get some.
No, I don't drink coffee. That's fine.
it should be fun.
Quite all right. I don't mind a tea now and then, but I don't have need for it, certainly. And also, if the coffee that Talia has one of those like a Starbucks sticker where like writes the order down onto it,
my
like on the
God.
side, Sorsha like just like tries to like catch a view of it and memorize the order.
Yeah, it's like it's a coffee. It's drip coffee with 2 added shots of espresso and probably a shot of caramel sauce. We'll say.
Sauce.
Yeah. Okay,
She
so
wrote-
Sorsha sees that written on the thing and like memorizes it. Yeah.
Just totally normal things to do.
Aw,
So
that's a cute
normal.
thing.
Love that.
Talia does not see this. I hope everyone
Yeah.
else does, though.
She's pretty subtle. She's just kind of like reads the label.
Can I say that? I
But
want to
yes.
try and notice it.
Yeah.
You were going against me at the beginning. I want to
Yes.
Alright, fine.
Do it.
Okay, so how do we do
Put
it?
Sorsha
What-
on blast.
What do you think? Do you want to do what are the chances again?
Yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's a pretty high chance, isn't it? I
Just
mean,
think about it. You're holding onto a cup, right? So it's like, oh, if you're trying to see it, it is partially like obscured. So you'd probably you'd have to probably.
I'm gonna
look.
say 1 in 5. I think that's pretty
Alright.
likely. He's a bit distracted, but he is he was bullied a little bit this morning, so now he's like on the line.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm fucking.
Yeah.
You back.
So why don't we then chance 1 in 5? So if Haley and Lee say a number between 1 and 5 when I count down from 3.
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
4.
4.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There was even like a delay on my end where you're like.
Yeah.
It's
It's really funny because it did look like Haley said 4, like a solid second and a
Yeah.
half after, which is very funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
good.
it's still okay. Okay, so yeah, I mean, he notices. I don't think he'd say anything. He maybe just like
Yeah.
if he's
like-
like looking at Aurelio, he'll just kind of like nod.
That's so good.
they're just a family who can tease each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
I'm very sleepy today.
All right. Well, I think that we can go ahead and get started. I guess tonight we'll be going over to a place that is called the Underground. It's a good hub for all sorts of people of our type and all walks of life. That's not to say that mortals are very common there. You will be noticed, I think, and you
In a bad way.
just maybe be a little wary. We will all, of course,
Okay.
be here to protect you or whatever, but I don't think that's necessary. Just be aware of your surroundings.
There's usually a sort of agreement that's no, I don't know. There's no ruckus permitted within the location, so you should be safe. I would hope. I think you will. I think you will.
And
I just
we'll
put
make
it away
sure
and,
that
oh,
I
We'll
did
make
not
sure
want
that
to
you
not
are.
warn you.
okay. Well, I mean, they have answers. They have answers, and that's where we have to go.
All sorts of studies that have been done over the years are stored here, and there's all sorts of information and, of course, people connections. So we can find somebody to speak to. So, where are we going, Ramek?
All right, so you guys can head off. I mean, I don't know whereabouts we decided Adipose was, but I feel like Vienna is pretty walkable.
Is it though?
what
I
a
feel like you
weird
could probably
fucking
It's
walk.
a very
what a
walkable
weird
city.
fucking
It
group
is in
walking down
Europe.
the street.
Larissa comes by. It's like, No, I'm
Or
kidding.
is it just like it's not necessarily coincidence that it's close to Adipose?
Oh,
that
that's
makes
true.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
Yeah,
He's
that makes
been in there
sense.
for a while.
Would it be,
I
like,
will
the
have you
outskirts?
know that Vienna's walking score is 100.
Ooh, it's very well.
So I stand by what I said. It's the most walkable. But yeah, I feel like it's not a long walk, like maybe 15, 20 minutes. But so you guys make your way through the nighttime streets of Vienna, and you actually realize probably Talia and Win, who have been here for a little longer, you actually recognize it's a pretty it's a pretty well-known spot, but it looks like you're heading towards the National Austrian Library.
Sorry, that's funny. It's like it's in a library.
Yeah.
It's a library.
How mysterious.
How mysterious!
Talia doesn't say that, but I say that. Yeah, like as it looks perfectly normal, like we're walking and we're like, okay. Be like, and we're stopping, and we probably when we stop in front of it, be like, so is there like how much farther is it, by the way?
It's not far.
This is-
It's
Just up the street. And he
Okay.
points at
No,
the
no,
building.
I'm saying, like-
he like points at the library. Yeah.
Okay, be like, is oh, it's at the National Library?
It's near
Hi.
it.
Shh, Darn.
Oh, why library though? That's an interesting choice.
Why not a library? Center of information?
It's as good as place as any.
I think
What are
it's a
you
zoning
expecting?
thing, in all honesty.
What are you expecting it under a mausoleum or something?
Or a morgue. But this no, I mean, I honestly really wasn't really sure. I'm just surprised that it's so close. And I've never noticed anything going on around here.
Our kind, we're good at keeping ourselves to ourselves when needed.
staying under wraps.
Underground, if you will.
Vlad rolls his eyes. And just like...
Vlad is just
Nah.
seething.
Does anyone laugh? I feel like Talia would wait till somebody else laughs to be like, is she joking or is she like, like, be like, do I laugh? Do I not laugh? Like,
Wait, it's
no
probably
one
just like,
laughs.
heh.
Good. You guys notice though, like instead of heading for the main sort of like the set of stone stairs up to the historic building, you kind of veer off down sort of like the side of the building, and you find like what seems to be like a secluded little corner and a sort of like the facade on the walls where Vlad kind of reaches out and touches a stone in the wall, and a little door starts to open.
Secret passage.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
He like opens it and he like
Secret
waits
tunnel.
for Sorsha to go first. Like he's opening the door.
Ah.
For her.
I say, oh, it's just like your room.
Sorsha's like doesn't know how to respond to that. Just like,
With the brick. Not that your room is like a hallway.
I love a secret passage, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's
So
cool.
Sorsha will go in first. Yes.
Yes,
Portal
keep
from
it-
in the middle.
Keep the humans walking order. Put the humans in the middle.
Yeah, I was gonna say Vlad's
Yes,
gonna be in
I
the
love
back now. So-
Yeah, he was also going to be towards the back, if not at the very back.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
Talia will walk behind Trisha.
I
We
think
need a
there's an
walking order
awkward
for this dungeon.
standoff.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Yes.
it? Oh.
I feel like there's an awkward standoff at the end where like Vlad and Aurelia and Key are all trying to make each other go first. Oh,
Aurelia, please.
are you, Key? Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Oh, okay. Aurelia will go.
No. All right.
Hell yes. You guys walk down a narrow sort of passage that descends into a long spiraling staircase, which opens up to what seems to be like a pretty large, like tall ceiling sort of space underneath the library in Vienna. And it looks like there is a sort of bar set up. There's like these chandeliers from the ceiling with like warm, like dripping crystals and warm, almost candle kind of light, dark wood, a bunch of like little paneled off sort of booth areas, and then like a wider sort of like open floor in the middle. There's various little like, it looks like hallways kind of leading off on a couple of the sides, but it seems like it's almost got like a, not quite a nightclub vibe, but like a speakeasy, that sort of like a little bit antiquated, a little bit old world. Yeah. But as you're sort of descending these stairs and like you get a glimpse of the other like people who are milling about in this venue, you start to notice some colorful characters. Like there are people, you see like a couple who have a very pale, the dark black hair, the like a long cape with sort of like the high neck and like the stereotype of vampires. Like
Yes.
there's
You wear
people who
that
have-
outside?
There's a coat room. You can change.
Sorsha
Love
like,
check.
looks at them with Sorsha looks at them with such derision, like she just finds it so gauche.
Yeah, exactly.
When they, like,
Both
lean
him,
into
her
that
and Vlad are just like,
stereotype.
oh god.
It's the
Embarrassing.
freshly turned ones who always want to put on these airs, and it's
Oh.
terrible.
Okay.
But there's all different sorts. There's people who like seem to have pointed ears or like little curling horns coming out of the top of their head, or different people with like little scales sort of coming up from their clawed hands, drifting up their arms. There's all sorts of like not quite human passing looks, and everyone just seems to be mingling and like milling about.
Wiz definitely just like wide-eyed, like taking everything in. Like
Sorsha is
not being subtle at all. Like,
Yeah.
Sorsha is like very conscious of both Talia and Win, and just being like, yeah, like she's in front, but she's like very actively conscious of where both of them are behind her.
I feel like Vlad is the same
It's
way.
like
He's just
right-
like hanging around the back and just like looking around and trying to see if he can recognize anybody right away that's worth talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I would like to use one of my werewolf abilities.
Oh, yeah.
ooh.
For costing 1 angst, so let's give me some consequences. I would like to identify via scent to see if there are any other werewolves here. And if I can identify if there are any,
Yeah.
possibly the family they're from.
Ooh. What, because the werewolves sort of keep to themselves a bit. Is that right?
Yeah, and they're dying out, so there's only like 150 in the world.
Yeah.
So it is rare, but these sort of underground, super normal hangouts would be a place where they would be.
Yeah. Why don't we could do the what are the chances again?
Yeah.
If you want to tell me what the odds you think that one would be here are.
1 in 150.
Yeah, I mean, I'm here, so that's gonna.
That's the one.
Yeah. Oh shoot. So I guess
Yeah.
maybe 5 and I don't know.
Yeah, because I am spending an angst to do it, but
Mhm.
Just, yeah.
for this,
Whether or not there is one actually here.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know what, YOLO, let's say it's 120, so it's likely-ish, but still on the lower side.
Yeah. Okay, then you and I will both say a number between 1 and 20, and yeah, we'll let that determine. Okay, so I'll do 3, 2, 1, 17.
13.
Oh.
Ooh.
Mm.
Close though.
So close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's lovely.
Yeah. But yeah, you scan around the room. You don't detect any werewolves or any like scent that would be familiar to you in that way. And you're doing this with consequences?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. Cool. All right.
That's a great thing to hear. Thanks.
Not
I'm just taking
ominous at all.
notes. I'm just taking notes.
Just, you know.
It's
important
fine.
things.
Don't worry about it. Just my notes.
I want to see if if there's anyone that I can recognize, maybe.
Yeah. Should we do what are the odds as well?
Well, I was gonna say, that's a bit difficult because I feel like, what are the odds of finding somebody that he needs to talk to right now? Is more
I will
specifically
say,
this.
yeah. I will say I feel like Vlad is well connected in the supernatural community, but also doesn't like going to places like this. Is that fair to say?
Like this, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Once in a while,
but yeah. But I will say that I feel like you certainly know of the underground, and I feel like you definitely know the owners. It's a couple who owns, or like, maybe owns is a weird word, but who sort of like is in charge and runs the establishment. One is a vampire who you definitely know and like have run into before. And he would have certainly reached out to you like when they were setting up this enterprise in like the early 20th century. Since
pretty
this
recent
is
then, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Since this is Vlad Dracula's town, and certainly
Building something on my turf?
yeah, you don't roll into town without consulting
How
Vlad
dare
Dracula.
you.
Certainly not.
You would have been excited to have this being built at first. And then
Yeah.
it was so nice in the early years. You should have been here. Oh.
When Vlad was the only person here.
And ruining everything.
Oh my god. Hang on, I'm still looking for a stupid name.
You're fine.
Sometimes you gotta make space for a new generation. Just saying.
Samson.
That's fine. They can have it. I'll be at home.
Or I'm looking at random name generators too.
Except
Sam,
the new
Samson
generation
came
is
up.
now also at your home.
I just learned that Vlad means great rulers. So I'll tell you.
Okay, so I looked
I might
up,
have known that already. but-
some other names on another name generator, and I did a fairy name generator because I was like, that is funny. One of them is called Oregano Winterpool.
That's very cute.
I love it. I love
And
it.
There's also Starfish Shiny Bird.
What? I love it.
That sounds like a warrior cat's name. I didn't read the warrior cat's books, but that
But it
sounds like
feels like it.
It
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
There is one that did literally call it. Like I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's a warrior's cat name, basically,
Bramblepelt.
and it's like Sweet Twig.
Bramblepelt. Yeah.
Bramblepelt is.
God. Okay, I will tell
Bramblestar.
you the Google search that I did to come up with this name was literally just vampire names, which is the
Outstanding.
dumbest Google search possible.
Outstanding and perfect. Do not change it, please.
Yeah.
Was it
We're
just-
But yes,
Was it Strahd and Dracula? Was what came out?
literally. I found a good list in the end, but literally it's all like Louis and
Yeah.
Blade.
I have a
Drusilla.
counterpoint suggestion. I just found a mobster name generator.
Oh.
Mobster. Not monster, mobster. And I think you should
Ooh.
use them. They go like Nicholas Irondick Clemente or
Ooh.
Edgar Nighthawk Privette.
Nighthawk? That's a terrible name.
Dante Crazy Eyes. Gross.
Oh my god.
Okay, no, I
Incredible.
picked a name.
Okay.
The name of the vampire that you would be familiar with is Dorian.
Okay.
He's not that old. He is younger. He's
Does he have a portrait?
Does he look that old? Or is he
Yeah,
just
like standing
not that
above
old?
a fireplace or something.
Yeah.
Christ. That is why I picked that name. I liked it. There is certainly. I feel like there is. There's
Oh.
like a fake fireplace, and there is a portrait.
big
over
portrait of,
top of
like
it.
him.
Why is it a fake fireplace? Why not a real
Because
one?
they're underground.
Well, you
Could
can
be
have
real.
pipes.
Also,
There are
Magic.
chimneys.
And then the
Really
mortals
long
just see
chimney.
pipes piping smoke into the street.
but it's also
It's fine.
magic. They could have like a magic fire.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
Oh,
There's
I'll
a magic
probably
fake fire.
Also,
Actually,
though,
you know-
some supernatural creatures are very sensitive to fire.
Oh,
Oh,
you're right. I'm
but
not being
even that's kind of like, keep your enemies close. It's how like Vlad keeps Lily around. maybe
Well,
Dorian
that's
like
because
to be
Keep 'em on their
Vlad
toes.
doesn't care about his own survival.
Vlad cares a lot more about making other people happy. Okay, so Dorian, how old? You said just not very old. Do I know? exactly?
No, he would have been turned just before the turn of the century, like right before the 1900s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what
He
is-
actually, he
do I-
probably did like really set this up in like the 1920s. It's got that vibe. It's really a
Yeah, like a
1920s
speakeasy.
kind
A
of place.
speakeasy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so and they have a partner that they opened it with.
Yeah, his partner you probably don't know as well. It's a human man named Riley.
When did Riley become a part of the operation? If he's immortal.
He's not that old. How long do people live? Interesting.
Just human questions.
Just human question. He would be about middle-aged now.
Okay.
So he's probably been in the picture for probably like 20 to 30 years. He's maybe even just past middle-aged.
About the time when Vlad left Adipose.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or maybe just
No.
before. Well, no, yeah, right.
30
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
Joined after I left. So he would be like, so maybe they haven't met yet. He would be like new.
Yeah.
But I've heard about this person. All right.
Yeah.
So he's going to be looking around for that, I guess. Can I find Dorian or Riley? So he knows names. Do we want to do a likelihood thing? What did you call it? I'm sorry.
What are the
What are the
chances?
odds or what are
Yeah,
the
what are
chances?
the odds
Yeah.
for me like noticing one of them being around?
I mean, if you've ever seen pictures of Dorian, then you would recognize him.
Well, no, I'm saying like, can I find him in the crowd? Like, I'm looking around to actually go talk to this person now.
Oh, I will just say yes, because he's behind the bar, so he's tending bar, and it's very
Oh, it's
If
pretty
you're
casual,
going
okay.
to, it's not hard to spot him. He's like,
He's like, I'm Dorian. Nice to meet you.
Okay, sure. So we're walking in, and
Got a name tag.
Vlad is kind of like trying to hang out at the back of the group, trying to, keep an eye out for people, but also make sure everyone's going in the right direction. I imagine that
Not
there's kind of like
accidentally bumping into someone I shouldn't bump into.
no, I don't want that. And directing people kind of like down the stairs towards like the main bar area, and he's looking down into that area and sees Dorian behind the bar. What's Dorian look like?
Dorian is just past middle-aged. He has dark black hair, dark brown eyes with like crow's feet and some wrinkles kind of gathered around. Mostly, it looks like he's got a broad face, and like they're the kind of wrinkles that like laughter lines, like just from like a long life well lived. He's got a little bit of like gray starting at his temples. His hair is long, kind of pulled into like a little ponytail at the back. And he's just wearing like, it looks like a kind of a dark collared shirt with the sleeves rolled up and a vest. And he's just kind of like, he's behind the bar, polishing some of the glasses and taking orders as people come up. That's probably the most I've described an NPC literally
right?
ever.
I was just like, wow.
So much detail.
This is a very clear vision of Dorian. Dorian has manifested.
I'm gonna be honest. I just thought of an older Danny Phantom. The image that popped in my head was an older AU.
Sure.
Why is Daddy Phantom your cultural touchstone?
Nothing
Because-
about that especially seemed it. It's not.
It was.
He's not even a ghost.
I don't
But
know.
there is the Vlad in there, and it has that sort of look as well, but the narrow face.
All right.
Because I have
I
no
think that's really funny.
explanation.
Sure.
That's fair.
Because he's a phantom.
Okay. So as we, when we get down to like the bottom of the stairs, Vlad's going to get ahead of the group again and approach the bar. Dorian, it's good to see you.
Oh, hello, welcome. Oh, Vlad, is it?
Yes, it's good to see you
It's-
again. I know it's been a while.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. It's been a long time.
Mm.
Or, sorry, that's... if you haven't met him before, my bad.
Well, this is
You've met
Dorian.
Dorian.
I met Dorian. I have not
Riley,
met
you haven't met.
because that's the.
Or is this Riley? This is Riley.
Sorry, yes, this is
Oh.
Riley.
Okay.
I got them mixed up. Did
Okay.
I? I don't remember.
Okay, so this is Riley behind the bar.
Yes,
Okay.
this is Riley.
So he would not know him, I guess, or they haven't met yet, but he would still approach the same way. It's Riley, is it?
Yes. Is it Vlad?
Yes, I've met Dorian before, and we haven't been introduced yet, though. He like holds out a hand to shake.
No, but Dorian's told me so many stories. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Of course, yes, it's
And he
good. To
holds out a hand to shake.
And he's just like a mortal. He's just like a dude down here.
Yeah, he's just
Well,
a
that's
guy.
little, like, he's like,
He's just a guy. Just a little
He's
guy.
just a guy. He's just tending bar.
Things are so different now. Everyone's just like looking around suspiciously. He's so on edge, like all the time.
Ah.
They're allowing humans here now? Just like,
He's not like
So
grossed
rude.
out by it. He's just like he's surprised. He's not like he doesn't not haughty about it or anything. He's just like this is different.
I mean, we
than he
literally
expected.
came with humans.
Yeah.
So
It's gotten so gentrified here.
They're just letting humans
when they
come in and take over
gentrify
our
your vampire
culture.
dad,
How dare they? Let us have our prissy galas on our own, okay?
So rude.
Someone's twerking near Vlad.
Oh,
It's one of the vampires with the capes and like the very
There's, like,
stereotypical.
There's the music playing and it's WAP. Like,
But it no, it can't be WAP. It has to be like a cover of
like
it.
a classical cover.
Oh,
Yeah,
like the,
like
the
a
jazz, the
a
like, yeah.
jazz cover of WAP. Yeah, it's a jazz cover of WAP.
Terrible.
It's
just
WAP. Werewolves are powerful.
The chorus is a mess, but we did our best.
It's a mess. It does not work with the rhyme scheme and the meter. Terrible.
Okay.
I found a jazz version of WAP, so I'm linking for that for the playlist later.
Oh,
Good.
yes!
We'll put on Sanguine
God.
Society playlist.
I need to listen to this immediately, yes.
Ooh, yes,
So
yes,
good.
yes.
Okay, so he's shaking Riley's hand. I've heard you joined about 30 years ago? I think we just missed each other.
Has it really been 30 years? Ugh. Don't remind me. I mean, I'm sure you look the same as you did that day, but just the less said about the passage of time, the better.
Too true. Too true. Anyway, this is Sorsha. She's a working partner and good friend of mine. Good
Nice,
person
pleasure to meet you. The name's Riley.
A pleasure to meet you as well.
And some other folks, of course, Aurelio.
Well, it's great to make your acquaintance. Oh yeah, pleasure to meet you. Christ.
Okay, this is
Terrible.
Yes, talk to yourself, Remick.
Terrible.
Talk to yourself.
I hate it. Awful. It's why I had to pick the two. Yeah. It's why I had to pick the two strongest accents that I could.
Yeah, switch
Nothing
between
else
them,
would
please.
work.
Okay, so. And,
No, they're done. It's done.
And he turns to Key and Key here.
Well, welcome. Pleasure to see you.
He turns to Talia and Wen and says, "These two are here because they need some information. Is there maybe area of study? Sorsha, what do you think we should look under?"
I'm not sure. Is there someone who might be here who might know more? Would Dorian have known anything? If he's in charge of this place, he's always been very knowledgeable. He might be a good place to start if he's in.
Well, sure. I mean, it's sort of it's a joint venture. We both run it now, but I'm sure I could find Dorian. He's around here somewhere. He's I think he went into one of the antechambers. There's a number of rooms off the main hall here where you can. There's a few different sort of like library sitting areas where we keep some of our records, various things. He's doing some of the cataloging if you want to go and find him. For whatever help he could be, I'm sure.
Perhaps you could direct us towards any studies that have been done about werewolves.
Not as much information about werewolves, I don't think. Typically, they keep a lot of that to themselves. It's a bit hard to sort of acquire that information. But we do have a small collection of some old records and old sort of things that have been filed away here. It's in one of the back rooms if you want to go. He points down one of the hallways leading off the main room, and Dorian is off in one of those, one of the sitting areas. If you want to go find him, he can take you back there.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Is there anything I can get for you? Would you like a drink while you're waiting, or while you're going to look?
That'll get a drink.
Sure.
There's mine.
What? Yeah. What's your poison?
He'll just like pick out a wine that's on a menu. I assume.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
Sorsha orders a. Would you want just like a whiskey neat or like a whiskey sour?
Oh, whiskey
And
sour's
kinda
so
like-
good.
Yeah. All right. She orders.
I love whiskey sour.
Yeah, she'll order a whiskey sour. Be a little, sound a little sweet. And then she'll turn to both humans. She really just wants to turn to Talia, but she turns to both humans.
I feel like
Uh,
Win gets that vibe.
Yeah. Would you
Ooh.
like a drink?
Sorry, let's leave.
No, go ahead,
Say
Sally.
it.
Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, Talia would stand up. I'll just be like, yeah, no, I would just do with an old fashioned, something simple.
And you win?
I'm good, thank you, though.
And Key?
You could get like a mocktail though.
Honestly, I'll just take a Diet Coke.
All right. So Sorsha puts in the orders for the 3 mortals as well.
Well, I just ordered 2
Absolutely.
glasses of like whatever wine he's getting.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we have a very nice house red, so I'll come in right up. And he pours all the drinks, gets that all together for you. And since it's your first time that I'm meeting you here, this one's on the house. Don't worry about it.
Thank you very much. It's very kind.
Of course. No, I mean, feel free to head on back if you like. I mean, I'm sure Dorian would love to see you after all this time. To Vlad.
Yeah.
Assuming,
Yeah, he nods and he says, "Well, thank you very much. We'll surely come back and say hi before we leave."
Yeah, of course.
He puts a 20 in the tip jar as they walk away.
He just like looks over, winks at you.
All right. So we want to go find Dorian.
Yeah. I just realized that now I have to do another NPC. Fun.
You played yourself.
I played myself. It's fine. But yeah, no, you guys go wandering back. These rooms aren't quite as crowded. It is like a lot of sort of what would you call them? Like sort of like a library collection room where there's sort of specific topics for each of the little rooms. There's a little kind of sitting area where you can pull down a book or any of these records and kind of like peruse it at a table or a desk or what have you. You walk past a couple and then the doors are open, so you're just kind of poking in. But you happen to see the man who you recognize as Dorian. He is a a very tall guy. He's got sort of like my brain for descriptions immediately dried up. But he's got like light.
On the last one. You
I
dried
used
it
it all on the
up.
one. Literally all on the
Riley
one
is
guy.
fully realized, and Dorian is a sketch.
Yeah. Dorian's a stick figure for real.
It's like
No.
that picture of the horse where it starts like the head's like the beautiful and then it turns into like just the little stick legs at the end.
You're so right. No, he's very tall. He's got like light brown hair. Kind of has like, I don't know, like his brow is a little furrowed and his countenance is a little bit severe at first glance. He's got like one of those like library carts with some books that he's kind of reshelving, putting away. He is also similar to Riley. He's wearing like a collared shirt and a vest and kind of like darker colors, like, I don't know, not a uniform, but like
He looks like he works here.
yeah, right. The casual uniform, it's fine.
Yeah, Vlad will approach and maybe just tap him on the shoulder if he doesn't see him right away. It's Dorian.
Oh yes, Vlad.
It's good to see you.
Long time no see. Long time. I actually can't tell if I'm still doing New Zealand or not. It's a problem. Shit. All right. Long time no see. It's been a while.
Yes.
How long has it been?
He's kind of trying not to look down at her. Really, it's about 30 years, I suppose.
30 years. Yep, that sounds about right. How long have you been back in Vienna?
Just a day, actually. There was a lot going on, and we figured maybe you would be a good person to contact about this.
Of course. Well, it's an honor that you've dropped by so soon after just reestablishing yourself here.
Well, of course, I'd want to come see you anyway.
Oh,
Catch up on
you'll make me
things.
blush.
Are there weird flirting vibes going on that Aurelio would like? How does Aurelio feel about this, by the way?
What have I done? I'm just like this.
How does Aurelio feel about this?
I think Aurelio is like watching like a ping pong match. Like, just back and forth.
Anyway, Sorcerer here has a few questions that I am unable to answer, and we're wondering if maybe we could find something here on it. Something about reincarnation, perhaps, is a good place to start.
Reincarnation. Interesting. A bit that's pretty specific. Is there a reason that you're looking into that?
Well, of course. Sorcha?
I do have some questions about reincarnation generally. How, like, how common is reincarnation? That's sort of my first question. Is this like a rare phenomenon, or are most humans reincarnated eventually if they don't get turned into immortal beings? Or, you know, what do you know about reincarnation?
Well, that's sort of a broad question. I mean, we have some texts and some tomes concerning reincarnation, but I don't. In terms of like confirmed evidence, we don't really have that sort of like numbers or data about confirmed instances. But I mean, follow me, and he starts leading you out into another of these like little antechambers. We'll go see if we can have a look, but that's an interesting one. I mean, certainly the stories about reincarnation are pervasive, and there's religions and various philosophies of understanding that deal with reincarnation and take it quite seriously. From our perspective, I suppose we tend to see more of the paranormal means of escaping death, like your vampires, your ghosts, apparitions, zombies, that manner of thing. Less often that we hear stories about reincarnation. But I mean, anything is possible, certainly. Especially if there's something, I don't know. If when there's magic involved, anything could be possible, but do you know if the person being reincarnated, hypothetically, if the person being reincarnated, like, has ties to the supernatural community?
Do you all just look at me?
Just everyone looks at
Portia does kind of like side eye Talia.
Talia looks at the camera like she's
like I just kind of
Yes.
I probably just go, and then that's my like. So yeah, I will just first
Yeah.
like as like
Say
everyone. Yeah, I just be like, no.
No.
But well, hypothetically, if this person was here, and
Sure. Hypothetically.
yeah,
You're in like a monster
And-
library. You can just
what? Oh, you know what? If Talia's scared now because it hasn't really come up with a thing, and then like, oh no, what if like, it's gonna be anyways. So, Talia was like, hypothetically, if that person was here and said
Sure.
they don't know how things may be connected, other than it feels like in their dreams something is calling and trying to claw them back to a place, and every time it goes dark. Would that be supernatural?
Well, it doesn't sound unsupernatural. Interesting. I mean, certainly we can. I'll show you all the records we have concerning reincarnation, but if it's a specific case with a specific person and they're experiencing dreams where they're being told to go somewhere, maybe that's a thread to tug on in and of itself.
That's good to know. Hypothetically, maybe there is something more going on.
Hypothetically. Sure.
Of course.
But I think any resources that we could read probably would be a good place to start to help this hypothetical person.
Yes, absolutely. Aside from that, I mean, have you considered, I mean, it's maybe not the sort of thing that you go in for, but a seance or some sort of dream,
Ooh,
Yeah.
like
gonna
a
have an
fortune
in-game
telling or a
seance.
dream,
In-game seance.
a dream
Yes.
reading or fortune telling of some sort?
Well, wouldn't is a seance traditionally contact spirits of those who are dead? But if the spirit of the person in question has been reincarnated, then would you be able to reach that spirit?
Hard to say, I suppose. I haven't heard of it having been done,
Well,
but potentially
if
it's
you're having dreams of
Mm.
perhaps past lives trying to contact you, then there might be something that we can reach out on through a seance.
I mean, hypothetically, I don't know if they're trying.
hypothetically.
If these
Yeah.
dreams have been trying to reach out to me, and then I just say that. I don't know if I just don't know if they've
to
been
a
trying to-
person who may or may not be
Yeah.
here, for sure, for sure.
No, I end up saying like, yeah, I don't know if they're just trying to reach out to me, but it just because it's not really.
Well,
But
it
it just
wouldn't hurt to
sometimes
find
feels like
out.
there's something more.
What about intergenerational soul connection and the possibility of astral projecting? Because of that, especially since it seems to be in the dreams, it seems like it could be a likely way that it's happening.
That's where the connection is.
Or I go and then I go like awkward side eye. I mean, I didn't really. Okay, look, I don't really think about it because who would? They're like people dream about dying, right? Every day, right? And I
Every
just
day
ask,
seems a bit much, doesn't it?
yeah. And just,
Can I ask, is it always the same dream?
no.
No.
Sometimes it's just feelings. Sometimes it's just the pain. But I always wake up and it's just nothing. It's never been anything. And I don't know if this is even connected. I just
No, none of
I
us
don't
know.
I don't know.
So we should find out, right?
It could, I mean, and this is just a guess, but if there's something in your subconscious trying to reach you to communicate something to you, any like astral projection or seance or anything of that sort might be a way of reaching something intangible inside your subconscious. It's hard to say if it'll work, but
Could be worth a try if you're comfortable.
I mean, anything would be good for an answer. I mean, have you all done a seance before?
oh sure, I've done tons of seances.
I've ran
So
quite a
we
few
just
in the
one right now.
early 1900s.
No, seance is just. No, oh, okay.
It was quite a fad for a while there.
Yes.
But if it's a seance you want to do, I'm happy to help facilitate. I have a couple of people I could call in just in case things get out of hand.
Things are going to get out of hand. What could happen?
No, well, I just mean there's the sort of seance where you just there's a sort of seance that like people might think of in the outside world where it's just like, oh, it's not real, it's just a person who thinks that they might have a connection to the other side, and it's all a little bit of sleight of hand and a little bit of mumbo jumbo. But there's in our sort of spheres, there's the sort of seance where people actually have certain abilities that might help them reach out to things potentially not of this realm. So mixed bag, you never know. But it probably won't get out of hand. It's probably fine, just in case. That reaction was so.
Oh my god. Okay.
Great. It's like internally, like, oh god, am I going to die? Like, could something go horrible with this? Be like, all right, but if it has answers, it has answers, and that's what we need right now.
It'll be perfectly safe anyway.
As long as you're comfortable with it, then if that's okay, then we're here to help.
But it's your choice.
I'll do it then. Thank you. And like, you'll kind of feel like, so if we were video game characters, +5 approval.
Talia will remember this.
Talia will remember this.
Yes. Good. On that note, I think that's a great note to end on.
Yeah.
We can wrap up there.
Say something real quick. Another tradition of ending mysteriously on a win note. I want to say that while everyone's talking to like Dorian, and they're in like a certain section of the library that has to do with like rebirth and reincarnation and longevity of lives and stuff like that. And Vlad kind of is looking over his shoulder at this big chart that's on the wall, and it has like a line and then like several arcs over it, and like little circles and marks along it and numbers, and it looks like it's some kind of chart that's showing a cycle of a life, and how, what point can it be interrupted in long end or whatever, right? It's all very theoretical, it seems. It's just kind of a cool chart that's drawn out, but at the bottom of it there is a strange symbol, and it Vlad is kind of looking at it curiously, and so you might have noticed when because he's staring at it for a long time, and you look over to it and it looks like sort of like an S shape with these twisting Celtic runes and a slash through the middle of it. And next to that is signed R. Toby.
And so yeah, Wynn kind of like gets like follows Vlad's kind of like line of sight and like kind of freezes because he knows that symbol, because that is on the pendant that he got. So yeah, he hears a voice in his head that just says like,
you need to look closer at that. There's something here that you need to know.
Okay, and that's where we can end it. For sure.
Amazing.
I love that. Love that.
All right. Well, thank you
Good.
everyone for joining us for Rolls Revamped and our
Yeah.
very special spooky October 1st episode.
Whenever
Well,
this comes out.
I know,
It's fake.
someday.
Someday.
It'll
Um,
probably be Halloween in our hearts.
It's always Halloween in our
Always Halloween in my heart.
But yeah,
Good.
I've been Lee Baldwin, and I'll sign us off. I use he/they pronouns, and I've been playing Vlad Dracula. You can find me here and on Abstract Adventures, which is a podcast that is in all podcasting apps. I also do some work for Even Footing Games, which is a great little gaming company. They make all sorts of TTRPGs. Their like runner title, I guess, would be Babies and Broadswords, and it's great. They have a lot of free content if you go check out TTRPG, so go ahead and check that out. But also, mostly, check out this stuff. I make a lot of art for Rolls Revamped. We do some writings, all of us, I believe, and we have various weird pages that you can check out, like Winsta and Pinterest for vampires. So check out all those links below.
I'm B. I play Talia. Call me anything. Call Talia she, her. But call the other lives. We'll see. We'll see. You'll find out more. I don't have much social media. I prefer to be a ghost typically. I like that mysteriousness. So you probably can find me in your closet, maybe. You know, I'm lurking, making sure everything's all good. But I'm gonna pass this off to Mary Lee.
Hi, I'm Mary Elise, pronouns they, them. I've been playing Key Reyes, pronouns she, her. You could probably find me somewhere on the internet. I don't know. But I'm gonna go and pass this to Haley.
Hello. I'm Haley, she, her, and I've been playing Sorsha, also she, her. You can find Sorsha on Tumblr at Nian Rud is her Tumblr. Spelling for that is down below because it's Gaelic. And you can also find me here. And I will pass to Rowan.
Rowan, they, them, been playing Win, he, they. I am not on the internet. If you found me, no, you didn't. Win does have an Instagram, winsta.mal, also probably linked below. Theoretically, bad wildlife photography, but I've been slacking on that, so maybe I should add more. But otherwise, yeah, I am here, and throw it to Rem.
Yay! Hello, I'm Rem. I use she, her pronouns. I'm Rem of the Realm on most social media. And I've been playing Aurelio, who uses he, him pronouns as well as everyone else. Yeah, you can find me here. I'm also on Abstract Adventures. And thank you for joining us. And catch us next time, coming soon to a theater near you. And
Good
we'll
night.
see you then. All right, good night.